Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Frank, we're rolling. We're finally
Frank is
going.
here. Frank is here, everybody. Frank is in the house.
Is that the notorious the Tank?
That is the notorious Frank the Tank.
It is. It is.
Oh, I'm on the channel then. I'm going to go ahead and exit out here then, guys.
Is he a
Let's
bad
see.
guy?
Got Madman Serpents in here.
No, absolutely not.
No,
He's a
no.
great guy.
Heather
Kirkwood,
in
welcome.
here. DNA, Moto Danger. Donna, welcome.
Capo.
DNA.
No.
Frank,
See, you put out a video.
Ball Python Love. Frank.
I'll have to check that out
Donna.
when we're done.
Barbara Spraggins.
Frank was ready.
Low
Man.
Life.
He's ready. He was ready to go 10 minutes.
Kurt
ago.
Wood.
He's on it.
Capo K9 Training.
Oh,
Welcome,
Frank.
guys.
DNA, welcome.
Yep.
Shout out
Got
to
a
my
good
one
friend.
viewer, Frank the Tank.
Yep. And do you know Barbara Spraggins?
I do. Thanks for joining, Barbara.
Welcome.
So yeah, we got a good crowd in here already. He's a rock star, man. People are coming to see him.
Ball Python Love, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. He said I'm here every time. I'm every time from now on. He said from now on. He says.
Well, that's good. And it's awesome that he found a channel he likes. He wants to come watch. So that's awesome. Appreciate it.
For sure. We found him through Moto X, so thank him as well, or Moto Danger, not Moto X. Why do I think Moto X? I'm not sure. Whenever I say his name, I always say Moto X. Moto Danger.
Love the Hawks hat.
Thanks, Kurt Wood. I've been wearing a Hawks hat for, I think, most of my videos. One or two Philadelphia Flyers hat, and if Andrew from DEA Exotics is in here, I tell Andrew that I put on my Flyers hat and it gives me a rash around my ear, so I have to take it off right away and put on my Blackhawks hat.
That gives me a rash on my ears.
Yeah, I just scratch for days. It's just terrible.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, they're welcome.
Thanks, Philadelphia Flyers.
Donna's in the house.
Yeah, see, I couldn't even tell you my team because if I watched hockey, it would be Detroit Red Wings and But that was back in the day whenever like in their 90s when they play like they had the Russian Five and they'd play a Colorado Avalanche and they'd fight for all three periods, and I mean it was
some great players on Detroit back then.
Oh man,
Detroit. I hated Detroit, being a huge Chicago rival.
Kirk was not the Dead Wings, he says.
That.
Well, back then it was Detroit or even Pittsburgh when they had Jagger and they had some good people back then too. I mean Pittsburgh was good too. I mean it's like anything else. The Bulls was good back then in Chicago for basketball. I mean it's just what era it is.
I grew up, and this is going back when I was
Grow Guy, welcome.
So that's 100 years ago. When I was 5 or 6, I started watching the Chicago Cubs, diehard Chicago Cubs fan. Started watching the Hawks shortly after that and got into, dare I say that I was a Chicago Bears fan because I live in Wisconsin, in Green Bay Packerland. But I started watching the Bears, then obviously I started watching Chicago, and it doesn't have anything to do that I'm a sports fan and my middle son's name is Jordan, does it?
Yeah. Probably no different than my youngest son. His name is Dallas. Best football team ever.
Whoa.
Well, I'm just gonna put it out there
because the Bears stink.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm putting it out there, and if you don't agree, I'm booting you. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn, I'm gonna throw him off the stream and shit.
The gloves are dry.
As long as they don't say Steelers were okay.
Oh, Donna's all over, said Pittsburgh. Got the old yellow and black
hearts
going on and everything.
I know.
For sure. Awesome.
Some people just don't know no better, and that's okay.
He thought some people just don't know. My daughter's a diehard Steelers fan. Yeah, it's rough in the streets, depending on what mood that guy's in. You know what I mean?
Well, it's. I tried, Wally. It's the same thing. I tried to put a Steelers shirt on one time. It gave me a rash. I had to take it off, man. It was no good, Gave me a rash.
Yeah, you
So
better quiet. If Annette
I'll,
hears you say that stuff, she ain't gonna
I
talk
know.
to you.
I'll tell us real quick about working for a company, and the boss gave. We had a team in IT of about 20 people. Everybody had the same box size for Christmas. Big boardroom and meeting room. Everybody had to open theirs, and before the first one opened, I knew what it was because Dave was a Green Bay Packer fan. I don't like the Packers whatsoever. So sure enough, it's like, oh, I know what this is going to be. Everybody's opening their box, and it's Packer shirts with the person's name on the back. And I watched Dave, and he didn't look at anybody else. He just stared at me. So eventually, I opened the box. Thanks, Dave. So we had a company picnic then that summer, and I pulled it out, and I said, I'm going to wear this for the company picnic for Dave, my boss. And I literally put it over my head and took it off right away and threw it on the bed. My wife wore the shirt to the picnic to kind of support the team and everything. I couldn't put the Packer shirt on at all.
Yeah, it's that's hard living in Wisconsin, not being a Packer fan, but I mean, I do have to say one thing is, when Brett Favre was quarterback, they did a really smart thing by bringing in somebody like Aaron Rodgers and letting him train him for them years to be a good quarterback to take on after he left. And it showed, where they just didn't throw the money on some second, third, fourth string quarterback. They invested in a good quarterback for him to train, and it paid off. And I mean, unfortunately for them, but
Yeah,
for
I
us, but
follow the team. I watch on TV, and it's been fun watching their development. And you said with Favre, they picked somebody that nobody else wanted, and they knew what they were looking for. And when they went with Rodgers, they again picked a quarterback that a lot of other teams. Rodgers went way down in the draft that year. No other team really
right,
wanted him. And they knew what they were. While they're the rivals of the Bears, I give them a lot of credit for being able to develop the talent that they have, and you've got to respect Favre and you have to respect what they've done in their careers.
right, exactly.
I'll be right back.
Subject change, please. Yep. And they got some diehard fans, though. I'll give them that. I mean, them guys are diehard, and the community around that team goes and shovels that stadiums out. I mean, it's quite a thing, to see that. So
It's a great community, that's for sure. And I joke, but there's some people that I don't comment to them at all that I'm a Chicago Bears fan because it's serious stuff. I mean, the Packers are their lives.
all
Close
right,
friends, I can talk to them about the rivalry and everything. I'm baseball first and hockey second, and football is probably fourth. I'm a huge sports fan, but I can talk to my friends about the Bears and Packers. But if I don't know somebody here that well, and I know they're a Packer fan, I don't say anything.
right. Well, it's like that bar. They have a bar right there on the line of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and half the bar is Packers, half of it's Vikings, and it's painted like that. It's right splits right down the middle of the bar. The line does. It's pretty cool though.
That's interesting. I wonder if there's any seats like right, maybe for us Bear fans.
Right. So let's get into your 12 Supreme Days of Christmas here.
Oh my God. Where should I start? Should I start in the beginning?
Well, I mean, there's some people
Yeah.
some people in here don't know nothing about it, and I think it's a good thing to get it out there to everybody. So,
Well, for sure.
About 8 years ago, 9 years ago now, 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, and it was me. So we had about $200 worth of gifts, which I was elated to have. The Gecko diet dishes, and the second day was warm cups, and it was just fun. It was fun to get it out there and have everybody participating and doing things. I had one day name the gecko keeper that has taught you the most in the house. So my goal, my mission from right from the beginning was get more build up for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, but to start promoting some of the the names in the hobby that didn't get, the promotion that they really. So we went from the first year $200, $250. The grand prize was maybe $1 gift certificate to Supreme Gecko. Second year we got some, which I was elated, and we moved the gifts up. And it's not about money. It really isn't. It's to the primary goal is to recognize manufacturers, and the second is to bring this community together during the holiday season, especially this year. So the second year we went probably from the first year of $200, $250 to maybe $300 or $400, and then $500, and then $1,000. 2 or 3 years ago, I had a break of a couple of years ago before this year, but a couple of years ago we had gifts over 500. This year, again, it's not about the money, but we're over $5,200 worth of gifts that we'll be doing. The response, and everybody says, "Wally, what a great job!" It's not me. I'm the spreadsheet person. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing YouTubes and saying, "Hey, you're joining," and the winner is. It's all about these people that are donating. We've got some huge names in the industry, especially for geckos and isopods. I keep isopods. We have some great donations for isopods, but crested gecko, leopard gecko gift certificates. We have enclosures that have been given away. The donors, for the most part, are paying shipping. If I have a couple of donors that this is the prize, it's not including shipping, so I'll pick up the shipping. So that's my part, I guess, in this giveaway. But just incredible donations. Today we gave away $230, and it's 12 days. So Monday was the first. I can even say that. We had a giveaway last Friday, a pre-giveaway where we gave away, I don't even know, $250.
A pre-giveaway giveaway.
Yep.
Yeah, so many gifts I have to do pre-giveaway. So we had a giveaway Friday. We had the first day of Christmas, the first of the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, Monday giveaway. Again, $350 worth of gifts, something like that. Today, $230, I think it was. Friday, I think we're around 200 and something. It's going to grow. It's going to get bigger. It's going to grow. So people, I put it out there on a day, for the giveaway, and then Wednesday we draw a name and we announce the requirements for then the next day, and it's usually 2 days, in advance, except for Friday, which is Monday. We announce it for Monday's day giveaway. So it's anything from, the link and then, click to share to Facebook, click to like the Supreme Gecko channel, YouTube channel, things like that, to today where I asked people to jump on a post and share it, announcing the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, or tagging some friends. And that worked out really good, except we had hundreds and hundreds of entries. So for me, all day was copy, paste, copy, paste. So it was back and forth and making sure everything was in line and everything. And that's fine. Again, I'm the admin part of this whole thing. And then tonight we drew the 2 names. One was for Gecko Boy Reptiles, Scarborough, who does just amazing animals, and Dave Kaufman. I thought I was wearing it, and I changed over to the shirt. Beautiful Reptile Adventures, if you know Dave Kaufman, great YouTube videos.
Yeah, I didn't win that. I was kind of mad about that. I didn't win that shirt, so.
Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Oh, okay.
I said I didn't win that shirt.
No. So Friday we're going to do a roulette and some entry requirements, and we're going to have 5 different gifts, and we'll pick a name and then we'll spin the wheel. So that way, actually during one of these days, I'll ask people, how can Supreme Gecko improve what we're doing, either YouTube or Facebook or whatever. And another day will be, pick a vendor and like it and put a comment or something like that. So I try to get everybody involved and try to get a really good feeling about this whole thing. I had, so of all the good things that have happened with this event, it's grown so well. I couldn't be prouder of the people donating and the people participating. We have, occasionally we have some incidents. Today I was looking over the list of people that were sharing, and we had one family I'm drawing names here. Bev shared with John, and then John shared with Bev, and then Bev shared with and the same last names, and then over to Cindy. I had one person share with me. So what? 12 Supreme Days of Christmas giveaway? Sure, I'll enter that. So I think it's more as a joke, but and then we had somebody share to themselves. So yeah, I didn't say anything about things like that. Bottom of the rules, any weird entries like that, I'm just going to go ahead and delete and just move on. So it's been, I hope everybody feels the same way. It's been a huge success, and you know, Friday is our day 3, and we have a lot of gifts to give away. It'll be fun. It'll be huge.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's a good thing for sure. It gives back to the community, and it's awesome. So,
Thank you.
For sure.
And to see it grow too, like
Yeah.
it has over the years. That's awesome. And more people know about it, and more people are, you're getting more gifts and more donations every year. I mean, that shows a lot right there. You know what I mean?
I think it does. We had initially we had a lot of local gifts, a gift certificate for local pickup only. We had an enclosure a couple of years ago. I think this was like a 24 by 24 by 24 Exoterra, if I remember right.
Damn.
You go through something like this and you don't think about all of the rules. You can't think about all the rules, and you can't think about all the criteria and conditions and everything. So the person won, and I had forgotten to put local pickup only. And we have very few prizes like that. So we have very few gifts like that. Everything, I tried to orient so it's not, somebody doesn't have to be around this area. But that one I forgot. So I had to pick up the shipping, and I had to buy, which is fine, but it made me think about the rules in the next year. That's for sure.
Right.
There's not many boxes that'll hold a 24 by 24 by 24 Sotero with all the packaging and everything.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But hell yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if you could have had it right from Exoterra, where they could have shipped it, to somebody, because then it'd have been easier that way.
Or from Amazon to somebody or something.
Now we are fortunate some prizes, and again, now knowing the situation a little bit better, one of the main questions I ask is, can I get your logo so I can promote it, your website, all of that? Are you going to pick up shipping or not? And like I said earlier, we had, I think, one person this year isn't their criteria is that they in situations like this, and that's fine.
Right.
We work around it, and we have some nice gifts as it is anyway. So.
Oh yeah, that's just the way it is, when and I mean, and then we've done shows too, like on our Thanksgiving show, we did a bunch of giveaway, or not Thanksgiving, Halloween show, we did giveaways.
Halloween, yeah.
There was people that we had a snake giveaway, and there was somebody, his daughter, she donated partial payment for shipping to whoever won. I mean, wow. So it's cool, where people just did like that, just donated a little bit to help the shipping part of it.
Oh, I mean, for the snake.
I tell you, this community is just something. Hats off to everybody watching. You guys, you're part of a great community.
Exactly.
For sure.
And that's the end goal, is to build one united community and everybody get along and help each other,
Exactly.
I mean, if you got questions,
we don't have to necessarily get along. Just no fighting.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Well, be able to ask a question and not get bashed about it.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
No dumb question. If you got something you don't know about, ask. And we'll help you out.
It looks like, and we were talking about the a little bit earlier. It looks like the way that we're positioned, we could reach up and grab each other, and
yeah, it's kind of weird sometimes. It's opposite. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we don't have to get along, but as long as we can, reach up and more. Okay, there we go. Reach up and real quick.
Trust me, I've tried to reach through there and hit Justin a couple times. It just didn't work.
Me too. Same thing. It's like try to give him a biffing. There we go. That side. I always think it's the other side too. It's funny.
we got a Christmas show the 23rd too, so you're more than welcome to come to that too and join in. So
Hang out.
I would love it.
uh,
Is there anything that I could donate to you guys?
that's up to you.
PM me after the show, and because we've PM me after the show, and let's talk about it.
Sure. Yeah, we got right now. We got a $50 credit to TNT balls. We sophisticated serpents. I don't know the amounts or what, but he's donating a few gift certificates for the show to people. So
Nice.
which is awesome, man. He reached out to me after the show, says, "Man, I want to give you some gift certificates,
Yeah, that'd
for
be
your
cool.
giveaway, and a T-shirt. We got a T-shirt and some stickers so far. A hook, a snake hook. Rob from KY.
I tried to read through
Different
and
stuff
hit
like that
Justin
right
too.
now. So it's
Why you want
coming
to hit
along.
me for? What's up with that? Goddamn, Dylan. What's up with that?
I'm ducking. I don't want to get in the blood splatter here.
Sure.
That must have been when he was on the show.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, I mean, and it's
Appreciate
just
it.
good because it's good to give back to your community, and this time of year, and with what's going on this year, people appreciate it. You know what I mean? So
I've had a number of pretty touching PMs from. I didn't want to get too emotional, but from people talking about the giveaway and what it means to them at this time of the year. So those that are participating, if you're watching this show, those great emails and messages, I really appreciate it. I'm glad this is helping you out, at this time of the year. And you guys are doing a great job. And I know, Uper is doing a great job with giveaways and things. It's all about building this community above and beyond everything else.
and
For
that's
sure.
it, because we try to support him and share his stuff out, and he does the same for us. And actually,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
giving away, what is it, a sticker or shirt or something, stickers or something on our giveaway too, which is,
No,
if you know
yeah,
Jason,
I'm doing a shirt in his, and he's doing a shirt and stickers in
he's
ours.
never had stickers, so that's a big
So
thing. I mean, that's going to be
yeah.
I mean, whew, you know, because
Jay,
nobody's
welcome.
got a sticker from Jason. So
I know. I want one something fierce. It's like, man.
I heard that there's candy bars being distributed, but you don't get the full candy bar, right? You just get pieces of the candy bar. If that's what I'm
Sometimes there's
hearing.
bites out of them. Sometimes there's bites
yeah,
out of them.
that's true. I got one, and I looked through it. I go, I made a little short on. I go, yep, it's broke right here in the corner. I can see, but other than that,
He told behind the scenes that he took a hammer to yours.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
He just tests them to make sure they're good before he sends them out. He just wanted to
Yes,
make sure he's
quality
sending good
assurance.
quality. He just wanted to make
Yep.
sure he's sending out good quality.
Oh yeah.
He's
Jay
the
Snakes,
quality assurance.
Garden of Eden's, welcome, buddy. Oh
I
yeah.
think I saw Dave from DNA Reptilia here. I just wanted to say hi to Dave real quick. He's a
Yep.
wonderful person in the city.
Hey, Moto Danger wants to know if you have any deals going on for geckos. His son wants one or something.
I've found this last few years, and this is kind of frustrating, but I wanted to do a Black Friday
Goliath
and a
bird
Cyber.
eater, nice.
I wanted to do something for Friday and for Monday, but I got wrapped up so much with this giveaway. I got a couple of spots here, and of course, we've got the geckos and the isopods to take care of. I just didn't put any deals out there. I have some sales items on our page, but right now my mind is 100% wrapped around the giveaway and family, obviously. So it's hard
Right.
for me to jump into sales mode right now for Supreme Go. If anyone wants to grab something, just look us up. But right now it's all about the giveaway.
Just reach out to him. He'll tell him what you're looking for. I'm sure he'll make it right for you. So
as a viewer of the show, contact me and I'll make absolutely sure you get a discount. A nice
there you
discount.
go.
Please just mention the name of the show and the channel, and we're good, guy.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
It's the least. You guys do a great show. So much information. Again, Uber kind of pointed me in your direction, said, yeah, you guys have to watch this show. And I started, and I wish I had more time to watch your shows, but I have, I've gained so much
Well,
information.
it's we get lengthy sometimes, so it's understandable. Nobody can watch them all, you know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people too. They'll listen while they're cleaning rats or snakes, and which is awesome
Yeah.
because it's good for that. But you know, talking about that, Jason from Going Youper, you know he kicks kids and nuns, don't you?
I think
You know, Trish was all like, she was all serious last year, even after the show. She's all, why does he kick nuns? I said, baby, they were just kind of giving him a bad time. So he don't really kick no nuns? I'm like, no, he's not kicking nuns. Like, Jesus, it cracked me up. It was funny.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
But the fact that you said that, and everybody goes, "Oh yeah, I can see him doing that."
Yeah, I can see him doing that.
It could happen.
He would do that.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a good guy.
She wasn't even
really
sure
good.
at first what we were even talking about, and then once she got it, she's like, "Why is he doing that?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
and
funny.
you know, he's the most upfront guy. I think
oh, for sure.
On
Sure.
everything that about him is just right there, right in front of you. Whether you agree or disagree, but if you disagree, it's not personal with him.
No.
Well, yeah. So I said earlier, we don't have to like each other. We just can't fight about it.
And he'll tell you, we can agree to disagree and still be friends.
Oh, yeah.
And still.
Oh, yeah. It's all good.
And that's everybody. We're not all going to agree on everything 100%, but it just no reason to bash somebody because they don't agree with what you might do.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many. There's too much differences to start arguing about everything. We wouldn't have any time to do anything else.
And why take it personal? I used to do shows in south of Chicago, south of Milwaukee. I'm just west of Milwaukee. Drive down an hour and a half, start the show, go through the show, tear down, drive another hour and a half. You guys do shows, I'm sure. People that do. Then there's the preparation time. Then there's the put away time. It takes a lot. It's the full day. So I would do these shows in Chicago, and next to occasionally, and he and I had crusty geckos. We had different opinions all the time. We would talk about it at the show. We'd have a customer, hey, this guy just said this about it. And if the person came to me and he was the same way, we would go, well, here's what I'm not going to sit there and cut down this other person or in front of this work for me. Might work for you, might not.
Yeah.
Use your own mind. Think about how they react in the wild. Use your own judgment, make the decision yourself. The best part of this is I would catch him after the show and say, I'll call him Joe. Hey, Joe, where the heck did that come from? This customer came up and he was, and we would go, almost to blows, almost drop your gloves blows, back and forth, back and forth. That doesn't make any sense at all. That's not how you keep a crusty gecko. And he would say the same thing to me, and then we would fight for about an hour. And here I know I've got a drive of an hour and a half left, and now I'm looking at midnight, for the day to end. And we would go back and forth, and finally one of us would go, you know what, I got to get home. Okay, see you next show. See you next show. and everything was dropped that second.
All right.
That's how it should be. Constructive criticism.
For sure.
It's not easy. It's not easy. And I think that Facebook and other social medias makes it even more difficult when you can find that person that you can go, toe to toe with and battle back and forth privately, not in Facebook and certainly not in shows in front of customers. The times that you can find those people, those friends, that's golden. That's worth life, anything in life. So.
Oh yeah.
Good relationship, guys. Still talk to him all the time, though.
Oh yeah.
Still tell him he's BS.
Just so Frank knows, Wally's next video that comes out on Friday, he always for YouTube. I've already got 1,200 comments on there already before it's come out. So you better up your game up because I'm going to win that at the end of the year. Just so you know, I've already been on there for commenting.
Oh Lord, Chris, you're killing me. 15 and YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, every comment I say something, and I try not, well, I guess the last few days I've been putting smiley faces, but I try to read comments
Yeah.
and try say something back. And I do that within about a day's worth of time. So every comment I'm putting something back. So your 1,200 comments just turned into 2,400, Chris, and I'm going to be spending, the next, days live on YouTube. So thanks a lot, buddy.
He goes,
Thanks, pal.
wow, I hate
Crystal's
you.
Plants and Pets, welcome.
He goes, wow, I hate you, you bastard. Speaking of Jason, there he is. Welcome, Crystal. We were just talking about you, Jason.
Welcome.
Hi, Jason. We should do that like Norm. Into the bar, on Cheers. Norm,
Yeah,
everybody
Jason.
said Norm.
Yeah.
We should do. No, we've got to do you.
For
You.
the few.
He's all good to hear. Good to hear.
Yep, Crystal. She's here. She's another one. I know she watches your channel as well.
Crystal does great videos as well, just down to earth and fun, and kind of getting into her family and her pets. And they're just wonderful videos to watch. Love watching them.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just won a sticker from her the other day on her live stream.
Very cool.
Oh yeah.
Nice. We
Well,
trade stickers a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I got to make it fun though,
For sure. I was just giving you a
Crystal,
bad time.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Crystal sent me a gift Crystal sent me a gift a couple of years ago. Nice gift package, actually, and I did a YouTube on it, and I had my granddaughter, Crystal, and she opened the package, and the twinkle in Crystal, my granddaughter's eyes, was just something to see. She just had so much fun opening every individual gift from Crystal. That was
nice.
Yeah.
Proves your proof. Today stickers are coming. Right on.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Can't wait.
Blood ordered some stickers too.
Hell yeah. That's a big thing. That's good for the community too, And what a way to promote yourself, with trading some stickers,
It's a bad habit for me.
Yeah, it can be.
I go to the post office way too much.
Oh yeah. Chris says, I remember that video.
Didn't she just have the most joyous look in her eyes? She just had so much fun opening it. It's fun to get your family involved with your animals. My three boys, who are now 30-something and 30-something, and I can't remember their ages. But anyways, the three boys grew up, obviously with animals, and they kept bearded dragons for a while, but they really didn't get into the animals. So after they got girlfriends, school, sports, and everything, Dad took over the bearded dragons, and I kept bearded dragons for a year. And I love bearded dragons. I think they're wonderful, wonderful pets, but they didn't light the fire for me. So I would go downstairs and I'd feed the geckos, and I'd feed this animal, and oh yeah, I've got to feed the bearded dragons. We were producing lots of bearded dragons at the time, and I'd take them to shows, and they'd sell like that. Any reptile show, bearded dragons are gonna bringing in a lot of money for us and everything.
Pete, welcome.
Every time I'd go downstairs to feed, I've got to feed the bearded dragons. So after about a year, I found some good homes for those bearded dragons, and they left. I think one of the key things that I took a little bit of a break for a couple of years, a few years ago, because of work, and I was working 70 to 80 hours a week. Couldn't keep. I helped with the animals and kept them going for 2 years. But when I got back into the hobby a couple of years ago, I decided, I'm going to keep these animals because I love these animals, and all these other cool things out there that, oh my gosh, he's keeping it, so I have to keep it, and I have to breed it because he is. I stopped doing that, and I kept the animals that I really love to work with, and that's been kind of my main focus with my animals, is to only keep the ones that I really, really, really love working with.
Right.
I
I've
wish I
got two
could.
leopard geckos.
Ah, very cool.
I mean, they're one of the easiest things to take care of, and I have two bearded dragons, and they are probably the
Nice.
most expensive thing I have. I
Because of the
mean,
light.
They are a pain.
well, it's just not because of the UVB lights. It's their diet too. I mean, consistently, giving them a variety of diet too, not just the greens and stuff, but the dubias and everything else. And it's not like just my retics or my ball pythons. You feed them once a week and you're good. I mean,
Yeah. It's day to day, day to day. Yeah.
it's every day.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
they every time I go in there, they turn jet black. They don't like me, so
They hate you. When them necks turn black, boy,
all
they
they
don't
do.
like you.
It just. But now the other day is the one I soaked them because I mean, you got to see what's going on, and I could tell it was backed up. I mean, and
Yeah.
it just massive poo. And then it just kind of laid there like, thank you, and it was just all like chill. It didn't give a crap at all after that, but
It's it's good that bearded dragons poop doesn't smell either.
right.
Bearded dragon's poop smells worse than anything there is, I think.
Oh god, it does stink. I don't know if it's the worst, man. Them snakes put out some junk, boy.
I
Whew,
don't
but
know.
it is pretty bad for sure.
I think Dylan would argue that point if you ever fed a chicken to a Burmese
Yeah,
or a retic.
we talked about that last night. Yeah, that was or Monday night.
Really, just drive you out of the room, smelly bad.
Said it's one of the worst smells you'll
Yeah,
clean up.
chickens, I guess, is just the worst coming out. The worst.
That's funny.
I don't think I want to experience that at all.
Note to self, no chickens.
Yeah, note to self, no chickens. Exactly. Yeah.
The wonderful conversation pieces we reptile keepers get to talk about.
Well,
It is what it is.
it's all part of it, though. I wouldn't have it anywhere else.
No.
But I mean, it's cool though that to have a little variety of reptiles because you can see the differences in them all.
Yes.
From the beardeds to the leopard geckos are. Now, see, I struggled with mine. They never really liked mealworms,
Really?
and they didn't really care for them. Now they'd eat a little bit of dubias, small dubias. They'd eat some superworms, but I didn't want to pack them with superworms because. But yeah, they just now I get some hornworms and some silkworms every once in a while and stuff like that, but they're expensive, But I
They're
mean, they just didn't really care for the mealworms, and that was weird because everybody feeds mealworms.
Yeah.
But that's
What would
okay. It's I hand feed them. They love being hand fed all the time, but
Dave mentioned that they have great personalities and that, whenever I talk at a reptile show about, somebody, a
They
family
do.
wants to get an animal, we'll talk through it. And the one point that I struggle about, geckos are the easiest, least expensive, friendliest, but they're not friendly like a bearded dragon. So I can talk about the use of a crusted gecko all day. I can have somebody handle a crusted gecko and they follow with it and everything. But that one point about bearded dragons are so personable. That's the one
They are.
criteria that a crusted gecko just can't beat.
Yeah,
right,
you see them in the tanks and the 6 or 8 of them in there, and you could see that each one of them's got a little different attitude. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Crazy. It's weird. It's like.
but I think a leopard gecko is the perfect first pet for a lot of people because they're really easy to care for. I mean, they're hardy, dude. I mean, it ain't like
Yeah.
you got to really mess up to screw up on a leopard gecko. I think you know what I mean. Compared to where people with bearded dragons, yeah, they say. I mean, I change my UVB lights out before they're up because
Yep.
I just don't want to take the chance, and I don't use
Yeah.
the bulbs. I like using the long strips because that gives you more of an area. I mean. And people don't realize that, and that can get into some pocket in your pocketbook if you're not watching out. I mean, but I always tell people, you ever go into like a PetSmart or Petco, because that's where a lot of people get their stuff. Go online, and they always got it cheaper online, and show that price, and you'll get that item in their store for half off.
Hmm.
There's so many tips to, we were talking about this a little bit earlier about being in the hobby for a long time. You gather a lot of good tips from people. One of my friends from Chicago, Harold Chapman, was talking about day geckos, talking about UVB and everything. He said he was setting up a new UVB station for his day geckos, Phil Suma's. And I said, isn't that going to be really expensive? He goes, well, the initial layout of the money is going to be because I'm setting it up this way and that way. And I said, well, change the lights every 6 months, so that's going to be a killer. He goes, no, I'm not. Well, yeah, you do. You have to change, Harold. You have to change your lights of UVB every 6 months because that's what the book says. He goes, I'm not going to because watch in the wild, these animals don't sit in the sun for 8 hours. They watch especially a day gecko. I can't speak
Right.
on bearded drags, but day geckos will find a tree. That's their tree. This is my tree, and they'll fend off, intruders and everything, and they'll feed, but they'll sit in the shade for a half hour, and then they'll come out on the sun for 10 or 15 minutes. Then they'll go back into the shade because they heat up, their metabolism, blah, blah, blah. But they're not exposed to UVB for 8 hours. Again, I don't know if bearded dragons are this way at all, but what Harold would do was run his UVBs from 10 to 11, higher heat, and then from I can't remember the numbers, but like 1 to 3 or something like that. So he was only running his UVBs for about 3 to 4 hours a day. I thought, there's a concept that you don't see anywhere,
Right.
in any books, and this is coming from somebody that has kept and bred successfully, major success, these day geckos for so long. One of the reasons I wanted to get back into YouTube a couple of years ago, I bought an animal, a gecko, couldn't find I could find YouTube videos, information. I could find YouTube videos of this type of a gecko eating a cricket for 20 seconds. Here's my Tridrus, and here's the video. It's 20 seconds, and the Tridrus is sitting there, and a cricket jumps in front of it, and it eats it, and it's sitting there munching it. No information whatsoever on how to care, and here's the things to watch for. And things
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
So I thought I've got to start, putting out these videos on these geckos because I'm not the only one keeping them, and I'm certainly not the most experienced. But if I research sharing some information, and maybe somebody will come by and say, "Well, it's full of crap. That's not how you keep it. Run your UV 8 hours or whatever. Run it, 3 hours a day." And just trying to share information and getting obviously feedback from other people too. So that's one of the main reasons I'm doing the YouTube videos.
Right.
Sure.
Oh, exactly. Now, what do you think of crickets? You think they're bad to be fed?
We were talking about smell just a minute ago. I will challenge anybody. If you have crickets, I used to keep crickets in little 19-quart bins, and some of my stands have just enough room to throw a bin under and keep it under there. So I'd feed the crickets some vegetables and stuff, and then put the bin under the rack, the leopard gecko rack cover. But if you ever forget that you haven't fed up your crickets and they sit there for a couple 3 weeks,
Yep.
the smell it doesn't build up. It's all of a sudden right
Crickets
there.
do stink.
And you walk into the room and it's like, oh my! It's like walking into a wall. So
Yep.
crickets that have sat there for 3 weeks will all of a sudden start smelling.
Just
But
crickets in general stink, though.
yes, they do. But these 3-week-old crickets die, and
Yeah,
you'll
they'll
walk
knock you
into not insects. You'll walk into cricket pudding, and it's just
Yes.
the worst thing in the world to try to clean out. Long story short, I hate crickets. I hate them with a passion. I have lots and lots of geckos, though, that they want something moving that way in front of them. Or a lot of the Australian geckos that I keep have to have a cricket running. Dubious don't do it. Mealworms barely do. They have that meaty cricket running in front of them. One really good cricket feeding a week, or they don't do as well. So I have to get crickets. I get
Right.
probably about 6 to 8,000 crickets every couple of weeks. And that's
Damn.
probably the 10% of the food that I'm actually feeding the animals.
Right. Cool.
Hate them,
Yeah.
hate them.
That's a lot
I
of
feed a
crickets.
lot of worms. I feed a lot of dubias, a lot of dubias.
Yeah. There was a guy that wanted me to go in with him. He said he'd set it up. He wanted me to help him to breed crickets. And he was going to do this whole shed, and he broke the numbers down of what you get paid for him, because he had a pet store that would buy from him in the hundreds of thousands. And I said, dude, no. I mean, I don't, no, I mean, no, I mean, number one, I don't like them. They stink. I don't have the time, number two. But I'm thinking,
They do
no,
stink.
if I'm not passionate about it, I don't want to do it. It's just going to be work to me.
It's
I mean,
work.
I know there's money in dubias and stuff like that because they're expensive to buy. If you go to buying
Yeah.
them, but I mean, only
Well,
time
usually,
I
if
mean,
they're more expensive, they're harder to breed.
well, I mean, I
That's why
was
them damn
raising my,
hornworms are $3.
Yeah.
I
So
was
different
raising, I
things
was
are.
doing my own breeding on my dubias, so it was, I mean, it's not hard to breed them really. Dubias are
Yeah.
pretty
No.
easy.
We have to breed our own dubias. I mean, I was going through $4,000 or $5,000, and I don't know for snakes if this is a large number or small. For me, when I wasn't breeding my feeder animals, I was going $4,000 or $5,000 a year, excuse me, in feeders, to just a few hundred, not maybe more than a few hundred, maybe or two, but I've increased the number of animals that I'm keeping as well. But we pull probably maybe about 1,000 grams of dubias every month,
Hmm.
to feed the geckos. And that's not their primary source of food. We're getting probably
No,
about 40,000 mealworms, probably about once a month or so. 45,000, something like that.
yeah.
That's a
I mean,
lot of mealworms.
I'm pretty lucky. I got a little mom and pop reptile shop just 5 minutes from me, and I can get dubias pretty cheap if I need them through them, which is nice. But anywhere else,
Yeah.
they're going to be $1 a piece or whatever, easily, I mean, or more, depending on the size. So I've got a pretty good hookup if I need them there. But I heard, and mealworms are pretty easy to do. I heard superworms is hard to breed. It takes a while. Um,
It is.
that's
I bred superworms for for about a year, and you have to individually keep the animals, the pupas. You
Yeah.
have little film canisters or little cups for every single individual larva, so that they all hatch out individually. That's it's crazy. I'd stopped after a few months.
Yeah, we had a shortage of them earlier in the year here. I guess something happened and they got wiped out. One of their suppliers, it must have been somewhere up north, and the cold come through and wiped them out because the door got left open, and you couldn't find them there for a long time around here. They were hard to get.
Are you talking about superworms, or are you talking about worms as well?
Super worms.
Okay. We had a huge shortage of mealworms over the summer, and a lot of leopard breeders were really,
See, it was
really
hard to find crickets
scrambling.
around here this summer.
Yep, crickets too,
Yep.
and that's all COVID related.
Yeah, it
Fortunately,
was. And then it was weird. I go to a pet store and they were like, "Oh, we could sell you 20 crickets." It's like 20 crickets. 20 crickets ain't even gonna do me no good. I need way more than 20 crickets. It's like,
Yeah, and the thing is too, because even now, there's places they limit to you what they'll sell you.
yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
but there's some local breeders around here, just
Our
people
mom
that
and pop, our mom and pop
breed
place
that
will
stuff,
sell
and
me as
you get
many crickets as
mealworms.
I
So.
want, but if you go
nice.
to one of the two other pet stores, you get limited on the crickets a lot.
Yeah, that's the way to do it because there's a couple people on Craigslist. That's how they advertise their Facebook, and they'll sell you 1,000 mealworms or whatever if you want,
Hmm.
But they're doing it at
That's
their own house, and that's how they're making their money. And
I
it ain't
see it.
that the prices ain't that bad, I don't think either. It's
Oh,
actually cheaper than pet stores. Yeah,
it's hard because
Mary, welcome, welcome.
we're bringing in so many mealworms, so the cost is so low. 40,000 mealworms we pull in at one time. So I put out or 10,000, I put the others in the fridge and pull them out as I need. So our cost is so much lower than buying,
Oh yeah.
time or whatever. I saw a note from Frank the Tank. He was asking about the value of superworms over mealworms. I don't know for sure if that's true or false. And a lot of people talk about the outer shell of the mealworms and all of that. Here's my thought on feeding any kind of an insect is you don't buy them from the pet this, and I'm sure you've talked about it on your show. You don't buy an insect, bring it into your house, and throw it into your animal's enclosure. You never. What we do is we bring them in and we isolate them for at least a couple 3 days, let them work through their systems. We feed them basic. Um, we feed a lot of grains like a powder uh, ground up cornmeal or something like that. We grind our own, buy the 50-pound bags, something like that. But then the day that we're going to feed, um, we'll feed carrots and it's a pumpkin. Oh God, I love Halloween. We'll feed a pumpkin to the crickets and the dubias and the mealworms the day that we're going to feed. So we'll feed the insects in the morning, and then afternoon we're pulling the insects to then go feed to the animals. So two things: you don't throw it away, and number two, you always gut load them. And I guess there's a number three, and that's every time we're feeding insects, we're dusting them. We put them into a fruit fly, 30 pounds, I think, cup. We stir it around with supplements, tons of minerals, and then we feed it to the animal.
I got you.
So,
Yeah. I was always told that superworms were more of a treat than they were. Mealworms were better for them than superworms. That's for like geckos, but I mean,
Well, yeah, I think it depends on which ones you're feeding to who too, because some
yeah,
of them littler, lizards and shit, they can't be taken on with them super worms. They're too hardy.
right.
did I just lose you?
No, you're here. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. That's my computer. I wasn't sure if I'm breaking up or not. So I'll keep going.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, but we can still hear you. So,
Okay.
And then it went silent.
are you still there?
I am here. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm sure my battery in my camera is probably dying right now, so I probably don't have much more time, guys. Sorry about this.
Yeah,
No, that's no problem.
you're froze on screen, but we can hear you. So while you're still here, we can hear you. Let everybody
That's
know where they can
probably
find
better.
you.
You don't want to see me as much as you want to hear me.
But no, let everybody know where they can
I'll
reach
be
out
right
to
back.
you for everything.
Sure. Yeah, real quick, you can reach me at supremegecko.com. You can reach me, that's my website. You can reach me on Wally Kern. I have a picture of a Bears hat and my granddaughter on my lap on Facebook. You can reach me also on Supreme Gecko business page on Facebook. You can reach me obviously on the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, the 12D DOC, 12 SDOC, and I have a YouTube channel called again Supreme Gecko.
Cool. Yeah. So y'all, and we've dropped your YouTube link in here and stuff too already through the show. So Mary was just doing that for you. So.
Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate all the support, and especially coming again from you guys. You're doing an amazing job on this channel, on your channel. When I can get over this giveaway, I'm going to be watching a lot more and picking up more tips. You guys are great. Keep up the
Yeah,
good
I
work.
do appreciate it. And I'll reach out to you after the show or whatever tomorrow. We'll talk more about the Christmas thing too. So.
Please do. I would love to donate something for you guys.
Oh yeah, I do appreciate it, Wally.
My pleasure entirely.
Oh yeah. And have to get you back on the show, and we'll get a little bit more knowledge from you because I mean I didn't really know anything about like a quarantine your insects like you just said. To be honest with you.
Again, it's all made and things that I've eliminated doing to do it better. So
Right.
If I could suggest one thing to everybody that's listening, don't just listen to me. Don't just listen to the guy at the reptile show that you bought your snake from, or your reptile, your gecko, your isopods. Don't just listen to that one person. Find two or three good sources. Get as much
Exactly.
information as you can from two or three different people that you consider experts in the industry. Formulate that information yourself, make your own decision, and then bring in another source. Think through the process of what these animals will do, would be doing in the wild, and then making your decision. If somebody says, "Oh, you don't need UVB on leopard geckos," my answer to that is, well, you kind of don't, and like Trumper never did, and big
Right.
breeders never did, but think of what happens in the wild. They're real, and they come out in the morning, and they go in during the morning, and they come out way before the sun goes down, and they're getting
Exactly.
some UVB, so it certainly can't hurt them, and it could benefit them. We don't know. Nobody's done, very
It surely is not going to hurt them
detailed.
for that.
It's
You
not going
know.
to hurt them.
No,
Don't throw UVB on a leopard gecko for 12 hours a day. At 8 inches away from the animal, they're not. You're never going to see them.
Right.
Some doses of UVB can't hurt them. So, the point being, talk to people you trust, get their answers and their ideas together, formulate your own, but always that element of how these animals react in the wild, how they're working in the wild. I keep going to Dave Kaufman and his. I don't mean to throw another YouTube channel in here. I hope you don't mind, but
You're all right.
Dave does these videos of these animals in the wild, and for somebody like me that keeps these really weird geckos that nobody cares about and nobody wants, keep these animals. The only source that I do have is some look at a scientific journal and trying to understand temperatures and rainfalls and humidity levels and things like that. So a look at how these animals are actually living is invaluable. So people, think about how your animals are behaving in the wild, and let that help you make the decisions on what the best care methods are.
Good advice. Very
for
good.
sure.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
replicate what they're doing in the wild, and you have a happy animal for sure.
Exactly. I mean, and that's it. I mean, they survive in the wild, so I mean, don't always believe what people tell you either. There's different ways to keep your animals, and just research.
There's as many ways of keeping the animals as there are keepers. What might work for me might not work for you. What's your humidity level? Well, I can give you 78%. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It means that they're kept a little bit higher humidity. But my house is bone. I'm misting every single day, every other day at the worst. Maybe your house is not as dry as mine. Maybe you don't need to mist, but every third day. I don't know. I don't.
Exactly.
Environments are completely different. Why are my animals breeding? Well, I don't know how you're feeding them. I don't know what your temperatures in your enclosure. I don't know. So whenever somebody messages me on email or YouTube or wherever, the very first thing I say is, "Hey, can you see a picture of your enclosure? How long have you had these animals? How long has the issue been in front of you? Tell me more." And this is the most frustrating thing for me as a keeper and somebody that's trying to help other people is somebody will say, "My animal isn't eating, has stopped eating. My animal has stopped eating. Can you help me?" That's not the frustrating part. I love that. I love, getting
Right.
that kind of, because that means somebody's concerned about their animals.
Oh,
But then
exactly.
for me to go, "Hey, send me a picture. Tell me these 4 things. What's your temperature? How long have you had it? How long is it?" And, send me just these small pieces of information so it's a start, and then not hear anything back. I
Exactly.
kind of feel like if you don't want to take 2 minutes and give me that information, you're not here enough to do that for your animals. That's not good. And that's hard. That's frustrating because it makes me feel like I'm leaving this animal without being able to help them.
Oh, exactly. Because there's a lot of
Yeah.
reasons it's not eating, and so we need to break it down.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys get
Same
that
thing with
kind of a
snakes,
question?
Oh yeah.
We get it in this. We've had people come in the show and ask that question.
Many times.
I
That's
think
usually it too.
And do you have your list of questions to ask back to them?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, and that's the thing, and well, especially with the snakes, a lot of it's usually premature because they'll be like, "Why is my snake eating?" It's like, well, how long?
5-gallon tank, and they co-have them together, and the female hadn't ate in a year, and it's like, well, okay, this is what. How about trying this? You know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So
Let's do this. Let's take this step, and please
Yep.
contact me in a week. Please
yes.
contact me in the next 2 weeks. Yep. Yep.
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
we'll have them come back into the stream and say, "Hey, my snake eat," or we've had them come back and talk to us, which is really good. We really like that.
That's cool. That's cool. And
it,
it makes you feel, doesn't it, that you're actually helping something?
oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The
I mean,
community as a
sometimes it's
whole,
just as simple as just putting a hide in there
Mm-hmm.
because it needs a hide, and and leave it, feed it in where their enclosure, because I have snakes that'll come out of the hide and grab the rat and take it back in their hide and eat it.
Yeah.
So I mean, try different things. I mean, a lot of people don't realize, hey, they need a hide or whatever. Not all snakes, but some do.
Yep.
So what I find is that sometimes it's as easy as, you're keeping your leopard gecko and you don't have a hot spot for it.
Right.
Generate the metabolism. You really need to throw a warm spot, 25% at 90 to 95, and the problem is solved. And then sometimes it's worked through the process, and are you doing this? And then finally coming down to, oh, you have a heat source of the animals instead of under, but your temperature probe is far away, it can't really, measure the temperatures that accurately. Picture, and I'll see that they have one of those aquarium fish tank on the back of a fish tank that you see, and it's so to measure their temperature with something like that, and it's not that accurate.
Right.
Something simple. Most of the time it's something very simple.
Oh yeah, most of the time it is, and it's just educating people and giving them a little bit more of what they don't know. But I mean, it's doing it like you said. It's talking to them with respect, where you don't make them feel stupid. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because most people, that's how they do talk to a lot of people like that, especially on Facebook groups. Is they bash them, and
Devil book.
so.
And I get that a lot where I posted this and I ask you, but I hope you don't make me feel like an idiot. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's not that people are doing things incorrectly because they want to do things incorrectly. And if they're messaging somebody, that means that they have their heart in the right place. It's just putting them, giving them more information, like you said, Chris, and supplying that additional piece of information to help them, care for their animals a little bit better.
Exactly. I mean, if one person comes on here and asks a question, and we fix their problem and save their animal, and life's easier on them, then we did our job. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's it. That's it right there.
because in the end, it's all about the animals.
That's all it's about. Yeah.
And
It takes time, but that's the most fun I have is to get on email or messages and answer some questions like that.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I've had people text me after buying snakes, months later, weeks later, but that I tell them, any questions, feel free to reach out. But it's nice when they do, because then I know they're really wanting to take care of that animal.
Frank the Tank said that sometimes the animals are startled, and that's a really good point. And,
Mm-hmm.
again, that gets back to everybody's situation is different. Sometimes it's as simple as I think it's true, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes it's that the animal is going through shed. I get that a lot
Yep.
with crested geckos. Hey, crested gecko eats every other day, and for about a week, it hasn't really eaten much of its diet. Is it going through shed? Yeah. Yes, it is. How did you know that? You know, one of those kind of situations.
Yeah, yeah. Bubbles, welcome.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because if I have a baby snake or even one that don't want to eat, it don't get fed again for a week. You know what I mean, or whatever, 5 to 7 days, because some people try to continuous feed them every day, and that ain't gonna work.
You're just freaking them out more and
You're
more
just
and more
freaking them out and
sometimes.
scaring
Yeah.
them. You need to wait until the next feeding cycle.
Is it, and again, I apologize for my ignorance here, but is it possible to, and I'm not advising this by any means, I'm just asking a question. Is it possible to hand feed, I hate to use the word force feed a snake, but, and the reason I ask is because people will message me about, well,
Yeah, it's
I
assist
hold
feeding.
yeah. Does that
If
happen a
it's
lot with snakes? Is it a good thing?
well, it does happen, but I mean, if it's a new snake, a baby snake, and you've had it, once it goes through the shed and you got it out, and usually they'll eat 7 days after that. If my other babies have had 2 or 3 meals and that one hasn't, then I will assist feed it.
Okay.
But if it's I've tried to feed all of the snakes and everyone's ate 2 meals and that one has it, I'll still wait another week. Sometimes,
Yeah, usually it's more common with younger snakes. I mean,
yeah,
if you got a full grown female or something, and she ain't ate in a couple of months, don't go trying to shove nothing down her throat.
Do
yeah.
you have people though that get worried about a situation like that and then
Oh
they
yeah,
are
all
taking
the
matters
time.
in their own hand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because people, because the ball python, just a shy ball python can. I have one that'll eat for a month and then go off for like 3 months and then eat again. It's really weird. So I mean, people freak out. What do I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? No, you shouldn't do anything. Just at the most thing, if they worried about it, weigh your snake and just monitor the weight. If it
Yeah.
loses weight drastically, then you can take more drastic measures. But until then, you just kind of let it go. If they're full grown,
Yeah, because
or at least healthy, not full
I've had
grown. But
just a snake. She weighed 160 grams and went off food for almost 4 months, but she only dropped like 3 grams. So
yeah, that's not. Yeah,
I wasn't too worried, because she wasn't dropping a ton of weight. And she, I finally got her to come back around and eat. But I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to monitor the weights too on them, because if
for the
they're,
most part. Yeah, I tell that
yeah,
to people for anything. And then they're shocked too. It's like, well, what did your snake weigh before? It's like, should I weigh my snake? Well, if you care about these circumstances, you probably should every now and then anyway. It's
yeah,
like
and keep a record of, when the
once a
last time I
month
went to the
or once
bathroom
every
and stuff
couple of
like
weeks or
that,
something.
because it could get, might be blocked up or something. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
geckos, for most geckos, it's real simple. And it's probably from keeping your leopard geckos. You just watch the tail. It hasn't
Hmm.
eaten for 2 weeks. Is the tail fat and healthy? And I'm not about it. I'm not worrying about it at all. I'm not even, watching the
Yeah,
animal for
for sure.
probably a couple, 3 weeks. Now, if I happen to open an enclosure and that tail looks a little bit smaller, I'll put a risk sticker or something on that enclosure. I'm really watching that animal. But before that, I don't care if it's eating or not. I'm not and with like probably 500 enclosures downstairs, I'm probably not monitoring every single enclosure, probably like I should, but I know the signs and I know how to react if I see something going on. So
Exactly.
when
Yeah.
I see that thin tail, I'm on it immediately. But and again, before that's just experience. So I never concerned if somebody says something like, it's Friday, I'm leaving for the holiday, I'm not going to be back until Tuesday. What should I do with my crested or leopard gecko for food? Make sure it has water. Make sure it has
Yep,
water, and worry about it when you get home.
exactly.
Yeah, I've had people talk to me about that too, like with snakes. It's like, hey, I'm going to be out of town this week. What should I do about the feeding it? It's like, well, if you're right in the middle of the whole thing, just skip it. It's fine, or feed it when you get home, or it's not gonna be anything drastic. If you missed it by a couple of days, it's like no big deal.
Yep.
Right. Exactly.
most of the time with geckos as well. Now, babies, that's another story. You know, we're feeding babies every day if we can. But that's a, you know, like you were saying with snakes, an adult snake is a completely different animal than a baby snake.
Oh, exactly. You know, I mean,
For sure. Frank is true. Yeah, snakes are the same way. They can go like a year or something without food, just as long as they're not losing weight and stuff. He said tarantulas are that way too.
yep. Oh, yeah, exactly. So it's really just a case by case thing, and knowing what the people,
Well, it's just like
what
we've
they
said
got
100
set
times.
up
It's
and
like you
everything.
read your animals. You got to know your animals.
Yeah.
Know your animals. I mean, it's that easy.
Absolutely. Or again, you know, find two or three people that you can
Yeah.
say, hey, I've not seen this before. What's going on?
Oh yeah, for
Exactly.
sure. Yeah, the community is
But
amazing for that.
and when you say community, be careful because you know you see just the opposite. Like you were saying before, you go on Facebook, some Facebook groups, not all of them,
Yeah.
but some
Yeah.
Facebook book groups, and you can just see people, you know, waiting for somebody to put a comment out like that. Hey, my animal can be eaten in 3 days, or should and people are sitting there waiting for a comment like that. Like, hey,
Oh
here
yeah,
we
they'll
go.
just attack you like pit bulls. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. So, and I generally tell people don't look for any information on Facebook. Go to YouTube. Well, I do. I tell them go to YouTube,
Yeah.
search up videos, watch lots of videos, so you can see various ways to do things. And
Yeah, if you
when
got 10 topics and, 5 different people agree on 8 topics, those are the key 8 topics to pay attention
but I
to,
mean, it gives them a visual too, though. On YouTube, it
Mhm.
gives them a visual, so they can see what maybe that guy's doing if they need help. You know, for whatever reason, whatever's going on, they can kind of get a visual
Yeah.
on a YouTube video,
Oh,
and
for
they can
sure.
learn
Yes.
from different people. So,
So to feed off of what Frank the Tank is saying, no majority of Facebook communities are like that. And Chris, what you just said, if your viewers take 1 minute of advice from this whole show, it's don't go to Facebook and especially Facebook groups to get your answers. Don't.
For sure.
There's
but
good
I mean,
Facebook groups out there, but there's
yeah,
better choices to go to.
Oh, like I always
I
say
mean,
Facebook's for friends and family. It's not for not for, knowledge and content. You go ahead with
And I
Facebook for
agree
that.
100% with that.
I mean,
100%.
there's people like Mary Pythons has a group of, I'm sure if there's anybody that's going to give any kind of bad advice, she'd boot them from that group. But so
Yeah.
there is a select few groups. But if you go on just like Facebook in general and look up ball python group, or
If you're new and hit a
it's
group and ask a question,
it's
you're
they're
doomed.
gonna just bash you, so you're
Yeah.
better off, don't look, as a new keeper, I would not suggest going on Facebook as a new keeper.
Oh, for sure.
Great
Definitely not
advice.
enough for new
Because
keepers.
I look at it, we've talked about it on our show, how many people have went to one of them groups on Facebook as a new keeper. Everybody jumped on them like a pit bull, and they not even want to keep
And they're
reptiles
done.
at all no
Yeah.
more. They're done. I'm done with it.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's hundreds that have been turned down or turned away just
So
because of
that's
shit
bad
like that.
for our hobby, because now we just lost 100 people, say, because of people thinking their way is the only, you can't keep it in a tank, you have to keep it in a tub. It's this way or no way. And we know that's not true, but that's the type of, you know, it's got to be better than that.
Yeah.
It has to be, and the unfortunate thing is that I think that Facebook is moving more and more toward that. It's easy to sit on Facebook in some Facebook groups and sit there and criticize. It's so much easier to do that than try to research and try to keep an open mind and try to give advice in the mindset of, hey, this works for me. Not hey, this is the only way that you can do this. And if you don't agree with me, or if you say anything contrarian to that, then either number one, you're an idiot and you don't know what you're talking about, you're a newbie, or number two, I'm booting you out of this group.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. They'll boot you in a second for anything. They just
But I
look
mean,
forward to it.
but that's the bad thing is, we rely on USARC to fight the big battles for us, but we should be policing ourselves and with groups like that and saying, no, this isn't right for our hobby. You're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's because that's where we as keepers should say, you guys are wrong and you're making our hobby worse because, we're not trying to fight this Florida Fish and Wildlife. We're trying to keep our community together, and them people are dividing us. You know what I mean?
There's enough bad things happening in the hobby as it is, and we need to find the good things, I guess, and kind of point those out. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
J-Dog,
J-Dog,
welcome.
welcome.
I got a boot from the pod group recently, and I tried to stay open-minded and I try to stay as positive as I possibly can in the hobby. And I made a comment about trading I spot. Somebody posted a picture of some wild, and I said, once they start breeding, just me a message. I'd love to have some of these. I don't even think maybe I comment, maybe I didn't. I can't remember, but I got a 3-day suspension from the group. And I went back to the admins and I said, I didn't get any notification on this. Why am I getting? And they pointed, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody or. And they came back, all the admins, hey, this is against our rules. I was like, okay, got it, I understand. And then somebody on my channel said, hey, you're not commenting on this group anymore. What's going on? And I said, well, here it is. This was pointed out, and all of a sudden my post was filled up with those people are this and that. And I tried to stay as neutral, but then I was banned from the group. So I went back to the episode. What's going on? So I'm reporting the bad feelings about the admins, and that's bad. And I said it's just on my Facebook page. I'm not saying anything, and we don't care. You're banned for life. So,
Oh, geez.
but it's that whole group is real toxic, and I can't say anything bad about anybody, but this is just kind of known in the hobby that it's a bad group. It's very toxic.
Very
And that's a shame. And the problem there is, like you were saying before, they attack the newbie, and
people can even go in and say, hey, this is a rescue. I got it yesterday. How can you help me? Oh my God. And then they'll just attack you because you rescued it or something. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. They're going to attack you.
That's crazy. That's hard.
Yeah, it's not even about the animal. I mean, it's in them groups. It's if you don't do things the way they do it exactly, you're wrong. And it ain't because we've got 30 years in the hobby, because that don't make no sense. It's because we're 16 years old or 18 years old and we know more than you do.
I've kept a leopard gecko for 2 years now, and I've gotten 4 babies, so this is the way you're supposed to do it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. Fully toxic.
It's hard sometimes to, what's hard is to see posts like that where somebody's attacking and not, and I feel guilty about this sometimes, not coming back and saying, oh, let's all keep an open mind and let's kind of look at things the right way and be positive and be kind to each other, blah, blah, blah. But if you do say anything like that, then the battle is the gloves are down. The gloves are off and the battle's on. So.
Well, I mean,
Wally, can you still see the comments?
I can, yes. And I'm sorry my camera's out here. I apologize,
no, it's
guys.
fine. But Jason left you a comment in the chat. You need to see, or make sure that you see.
I just read it. I appreciate that so much. It's if it wasn't so much fun, I wouldn't be doing this. And again, it's from everybody that's participating and the donors that make. I shuffle paperwork. That's all I do. So, appreciate the comment though. I really do.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
And you can tell too, because there's a ton of people entered in them giveaways. So.
Well, it's a lot. I think it's a lot of work for anybody. I know Uper is doing giveaways. I know that's a lot of work for him, and to come up with the games that he came up with, word. It was just a
Youper's just
blast.
doing giveaways to piss people off.
Well, I mean, it ain't hard to come up with stuff when you know you kick nuns and kids. I mean, any of that stuff's good.
So that's the bad part, but the good part is that he plays music on his channel, at least 5-second snippets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the meat and potatoes of it, Wally. Your part is valid. Yeah, but I mean, it is. I mean, it's good to support. We support each other. You know, we support his channel. He shouts us out, and I mean, that's what it's really all about. You know, I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's shouting everybody out and sharing their stuff. You know.
It absolutely is. This is a great community. It's not just a great gecko community or snake community or ball pythons or whatever. I just think it's a great community. You know, there's some bad eggs in here, but I think that I really think, and maybe I'm gullible and maybe I'm too optimistic, but I think the bad eggs will rise to the top and they'll spew and be toxic and then they'll just go away because they can't sustain.
Oh yeah.
They can't sustain. They can't.
Yep. No,
Well,
we talk about it too. It's like we get the haters. It's like whatever. Hopefully you'll be one. Especially if they're hating enough to be at the show every day. They don't hate you that much anyway.
right. They just leave me a view, so that counts for something.
Yeah, it's like thanks for your support.
You guys ever get dislikes on some of your videos?
All the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Does it bother you guys?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope, not at all.
It's still a view. Review's
It's
a
still a
view.
view.
Yep, that's the way you look at it. If there's a thumb down, that means they've had to stay long enough to watch your content to give you a view.
Yes.
Yeah, because if they just give you a thumbs down and leave, it'll go away eventually.
Yes. They'll just stop doing it because there's no reaction. There's no feedback to their action, so it'll stop. Yep. I had a period of about 6 months where every single video, I would have to say 5 minutes of it being posted every single negative.
Oh
and
yeah.
it stayed one negative for days and days, you know? So I thought it was kind of comical. And then people started recognizing that and started pointing it out in different groups. Yep, you got your one negative, so we know that you did a video.
Oh yeah. I mean, generally we don't ever get more than one or two, but dislikes. Yeah. But I mean,
well, I mean, like YouTube videos, I got videos that'll get, if you get enough views on them, they're going to get dislikes no matter what they are.
Yeah, well, it's weird. Some channels, the spam it just comes right in. I mean, they jump in. I've seen some people like that on some channels. It seems like they get a ton of them,
Well, yeah, but if you feed off of them, if you get somebody that's being a weird in the chat or something like that, and if you're giving them a reaction, you're going to get 10 more because they all want a reaction.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've had Carol Baskins and Joe Exotic on our live stream,
Well, yeah, but they just come in weird names and joke around. It's not like they're doing anything funky or anything, though.
No, that was the real Joe Exotic. You can't change my mind.
The word is out from Uper. He said that Chris is disliking Wally. He is sick like that. So I put on the spot here.
Dang. What's up, Pyro?
Did that to me before. Said it was a nun doing it. They kicked her, Chris said it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's the thing about Chris, though. He'll admit to kicking kids and old people. He don't care.
Well, depends on what's on the other side. I might need to get there.
Yeah, depending on what we're going to get out of the deal.
Yeah, is there a snake over there? Hell yeah, get out of my way.
Yeah, that's funny.
I ain't no young chicken no more. I'm getting up in age, so.
I'm kind of the same way. If I tried to kick somebody, I'm gonna fall and then I'm done.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall down.
Break a toe or something,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those bottom tanks on harder and harder to work with every single day.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
like all the racks in my room. They're just single racks, but I put them all on little tables. I built little tables for them so they weren't on the ground. I didn't have to bend over so much to mess with them.
I try not to
Cool.
put
Yeah,
nothing in
that's
the
a
very
great
bottom
idea.
tubs.
I'm introducing our granddaughter to keep helping me take care of the gecko. So, in a couple of years, she has the bottom. She'll be responsible for all bottom row geckos.
Hell yeah.
He said I have my kids do the kicking nowadays. A family that kicks together sticks together. Oh, he's killing me.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's funny.
I just read the comment and Trish knew who I was talking about.
Oh, well, yeah, it was you.
She thought that was you, right? Now the yep. So what did I miss? Oh, we just gave away a Ferrari.
Well, Orner Exotics. Welcome, Gary.
Orner Exotics. What did we miss? It's like, yep, we gave away Ferrari. You missed it out.
Gary, we called your name. Your name was
called.
Matchbox edition.
Yeah, it was a Matchbox car, but we gave one away.
We called your name. You weren't here.
We gave you like 20 minutes.
Frank, I won a car.
And congratulations again, Frank.
Dang it.
Next
Story
time you'll be
huh?
earlier.
Always a minute behind. Day late, dollar short.
Nope, you're an hour and a half short.
I was talking about, finding 2 or 3 different people that you could bounce ideas of and people that you consider experts so that if something comes up that you can go to them and get some advice or some feedback and not like we were talking about before, like you're being crucified. One of the people that I have on my list, my very, very, very short list of people that I would talk to, even if it's not leopard gecko or anything in the hobby, is Gary Orner. Somebody that's been in a long, long time and doesn't do it the cheap way. Gary takes his time and really, I'm not just saying that because he just joined, it just reminded me that, and I've said this over and over again, Gary's a class act, but he knows his stuff and will listen open-mindedly.
And he's got a lot of stuff going on too.
I hope that makes up for all the bad things I said earlier. I hope.
And I mean, and he's got a lot of stuff going on too. Doesn't he have doing like a reptile page where you can buy and sell off of there too? I was thinking.
I think I lost you guys. Am I on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay.
I did hear a beep a minute ago. I didn't know where that came from. It was a weird beep.
Yeah, I thought he said I seen in DA's live. He had a web page, kind of like a reptile page that you can buy and sell, kind of like Morph Market, So
I also just started a 24/7 radio station.
Awesome.
Need more geckos from Wally. I'm sure he got geckos for you.
You hear what the?
I just can't afford Gary's animals. That's the problem. That's my problem.
He needs stuff from you. He says.
Yeah. He said he needs more geckos from you.
Well, I'll make sure he can't afford my gecko. I know which ones Gary's looking for, and Gary, I'm working, man. I'm trying to get eggs. They're close. We'll see. They're young still, so we've got.
Nice. He said I need more of everything, or Frank said.
Oh yeah. I'd say Wally's probably getting close to dying. He's in and out a little bit, ain't he?
Yeah, I can't hear very much.
If that's the case, guys, I'll go ahead and cut out and leave you guys behind. But I really appreciate you inviting me on the show. I had a blast. This has been fantastic. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
It's been a pleasure, Wally, to have you on here.
Exactly.
No, my
Thanks for
pleasure.
coming on.
Thanks.
And it had you on, and we had you on twice as long as you were on DA Exotic, so that makes me happy.
Yep. We won now. We win.
We won
That's all
now.
that's important. Now that we've set that record, then I'm going to go ahead and buzz out of here.
All right, Wally. You have a good night, buddy.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming
again.
on, man.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yep. Yes, he is. Andrew be like, God dang it.
Yeah, I know. What happened?
Oh, yeah. Round 2, he'll say.
Yep. He's ready. Are Todd and them still on?
Oh, no. All right, Frank. Hey, man, I'm glad you joined the stream. Good to have you in here. So
Got to feed the animals. Yeah, thanks so much for coming in for sure. It's been
we'll
great.
probably hang out for a little bit longer, but okay, I got you, buddy.
Do what?
He said I can bullshit on the amount of comments you have this year.
Oh, yeah. He was bullshitting. Don't let him bug you. You got him all scared. He's going to go start commenting now.
That would be fun. You know, I could see somebody doing that, though.
Oh, yeah. People do that shit all the time.
Still here.
Well, that's why they have all those
watching
comment
podcast.
generators, too, that they won't let comments duplicate from names and shit just to weed that shit out, you know?
Right. I feel bad he has reached out to me with Gecko stuff so many times to help get my son into them. But I knew Liam was going to lose interest fast.
I was right.
My spamming senses are tingling. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, then you're left with them yourself, and that's kind of where I'm at with mine. So, watching the tree lightning, Rockefeller.
Annette was going to look at trees, too.
It said some real trees
Or
are hard to
lights. I mean, Christmas lights, not trees.
get. So real trees are hard to get in some places because all the fires we had earlier this year burned a lot of Christmas tree farms down.
Oh, yeah, there's Christmas trees everywhere around here. Shit, nowadays you almost got to buy the real ones. The fake ones are too much damn money. They want $150 for some tiny ass fake tree. It's like, what the hell?
Okay, well, think about it. If you buy a fake tree,
I know. You can use
it's
it
going
over
to
and
pay
over
for
and
itself
over.
over time.
Still, ain't nobody paying $150 for no goddamn tree. I was go to Goodwill, get one for $20.
Shit,
They got them out front all day. No, I'm just kidding.
We used to have one in the house it was 12, 15 foot tall, dude. I hated that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I hate putting it together every year. I was like, screw this damn thing.
Grab one of the neighbors. Hell yeah.
I'll take
that damn sewing machine. You're killing me over there.
Just take a piece of plywood, cut a tree out, and paint it green, and put some damn lights on that damn thing.
That's what I told Trish one year because we got all the goddamn cats. Cats will knock over a tree in a minute. It's like we just need something right on the wall. Just big old wooden thing. Just decorate the wall. Call it good. Yeah, now we just got a little tiny Christmas tree because the cats will. If you put bulbs on there, they'll all be broke. Everything is just cats.
He kept his all year round. He had in a big like a planter pot, you know.
Yeah.
And he put it in the corner like a regular indoor thing, and then at Christmas time he just decorated it up.
Yeah, trim it and decorate it.
Yep.
Shit, I got my whole dryer torn apart. Damn thing's not working.
What's wrong with it? The belt or what?
No, the little pulley for the belt, I think, seized up. I had to squirt some lubricant and shit on there trying to loosen it up or something. I don't know. If not, we'll just get a new one. But, of course, I got to try to fix it first.
What kind of lubricant you use?
I 3-to-1.
I gotcha.
I didn't want to use like WD-40 and spray it in there and get it all over everything. I just wanted a couple drops of the 3-to-1 where I don't get everything all oiled up inside of there and all that shit. Just try to free up the wheel.
Well, yeah, right. Like PB Blaster is good, but it stinks and it'd get all over everything.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different shit, but I figured with the 3-to-1 I could get it more precise where I wanted. Just get some drops in there and just work it slow and get the wheel to loosen up instead of just spraying the shit out of the whole thing. And that's what I would do at work, of course, to get it to work. But
well, if it don't work, what are you gonna do? Go to work and grab one from there?
No, if the dryer don't work, I was go get a new one. Probably go get another one anyway.
Right.
Because the washer already went out, so it was just the dryer was doomed to go out because one goes out, the other one always does.
Yeah, it never fails.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. You watch, I'm gonna fix it.
Save the plug. If you don't.
Oh yeah.
Seems to always be the damn thing you need. Damn plugs on things.
Big old, yeah. No, it's just that pulley's frozen and shit. The motor's all fine and everything, so it's not that big a deal. I just got to put it all back together now.
Yeah, get it all cleaned out.
And that was the best part because it did need some cleaning out too.
Oh yeah. It's
For
amazing
sure.
how much stuff get in there. How much lint gets built up and whatever.
I know, and it's weird. The little trap where the little fan thing is, there's like this great big pocket underneath it, like shit isn't gonna sit there. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you leave that pocket right there? It's like, it's just dumb, stupid shit like that in design.
Yeah, you can find some good deals
I found
on Marketplace. Cents. Marketplace has a lot of good deals for stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just worried about that. I was always worried about them front loader washers, because I've had a wash machine go out, regular wash, and be full of water, and so it's no big deal. But
yeah, like usually the door will stay sealed if they
but up. You still got to get in there to get it out, dude.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
I mean. So,
Elite Exotics, welcome.
Welcome, Elite.
Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I wasn't sure. The mic was a little crackly. I wasn't sure if I was on the wrong setting or something. I don't know, but sounds good now. I was going to go out and come back in to see if I left like the page open behind or something. I don't even know if I started it with Google now that I think about it. I just turned it on and started. It sounds good now, but.
Well, he had a headset available just in case we started hearing any noise, but he had one right there ready, so.
Right on.
Yeah, that's true. You see a lot of pedestals for them on Marketplace for sale. I see a lot of pedestals for them,
See? Look at Heather. She's smart as hell. They use a shop vac, goddammit. You suck the water out of there, you go about your business.
Right.
Shop vac will get you out of some jams. That's what I'm talking about.
She asked a question earlier if she should do another snake giveaway.
Sure she should.
In the Christmas stream.
Oh, I don't know. It's up to her.
That's what I told her. That was up to her.
Well, the big pain in the ass on that is just like the shipping and crap. But.
Well, not really, because most people will wait. You know what I'm saying? They understand. They're most people that they all understand it. She's waiting on her. Because like we talked about, I just don't feel safe right now.
Yeah.
Number one, it's cold, but
they're all whack right now anyway.
Exactly, and it's not taking up no space, so
Yeah.
After the first year, it'll be better. I think it'll be a lot of But right now, it's all these packages and stuff coming in, and we got to go through Memphis hub, and Memphis has delayed a few of them there.
Yeah, I wait at least till after the holidays calm down.
They're the worst hub. Yep, hell yeah. We got a Mojave 100% het ghost. Cool. Shipping won't be until spring. Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Don't ship that. Exactly. I know the backups are, and wouldn't have messed me up so bad if I knew I wasn't going through Memphis.
Right, right.
But Memphis is the worst hub, dude. I'm telling you. They will forget your snake, and it might sit an extra day or possibly two there, And that was, especially this time of year, no. And I think Upers had the same problem with Memphis hub. Man, that just, I don't know why they got to be like that. They're the worst one. Sometimes you don't have no problems, it's great. And other times it's like, what the hell? Yeah. See, that's where my FedEx is at the airport. And it's so simple for me because I know when I drop it off there, it's at the airport, good to go. But yeah, Heather, that's up to you if you want to. That's awesome. Did you keep you kept one or two holdbacks on that, didn't you, Heather? On that clutch? Cool, cool. But King's Ford is closer by a few miles. I got you. I got you. Yeah, it's hard to. That sucks that you didn't get one a female bell out of that. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different hubs around here, but to go to the airport is only like 20 minutes away for me, so it's worth me to drive there, And they're open late, so later than most other stores, and it's just going to eventually go there anyway, so that's why I go there. It just isn't that far for me to go to the airport.
What are you doing over there?
Was
I'll biff
talking
the
to
shit
the
out of
cat.
you.
Oh, now you got sound effects, huh?
Exactly. You don't like that?
No, you're good.
Sound effects are always good.
What are you doing over there?
I went to see if Todd was still on.
Oh, is he?
Ooh, yeah.
Why did he has
About
never
an hour each way. What?
he never can pick just one. I mean, one day it's Thursday, next day it's Wednesday, it's
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe that was the only days guests could come on. Who knows? I mean, it could be too. I didn't even think about that.
It's Kirkwood. He was trying to. He's been trying to get on, just trying to figure it out once. Remember he
Well, I
tried to get
helped.
on ours the other night. Yeah.
Well, I helped him out get on there night. And
What's he got over there? He's showing some kind of clown or something. Is he raffling that one?
no, I think he got that from KY. Maybe.
How come ain't nobody got one with me? That's bullshit.
Well, he bought it. He bought
I
it
can't
off.
hear nothing if he says hi or not, but I'm gonna say hi.
Yeah, he bought it off of Rob, I believe. Yeah, an hour's a good little haul each way. To be honest with you,
Do what?
Heather said their hub is an hour away.
Oh yeah, hour away. Yeah, each way.
That's a good little haul.
For sure. You only got one bag left to do. Well, you better make up some more then. You're rolling. Put the work in, woman. You hear me?
I got a new subscriber,
Oh, who?
Orner Exotic.
Frank? Oh.
Well, maybe I might have got him too. Orner Exotics.
Nice. Well, look at you just gaining like the champ you are. You need to do some shorts.
Yeah.
Not that mine are working or nothing, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you get views on your channel regardless.
Oh yeah, like they usually just pop up and do good for about a day, and then they go weird for a little while. But I found high-speed internet for the house. Right on. D&D, welcome. You gonna move the snakes over right away, or?
What's that?
What? Ain't nobody talking to you.
What's up, D&D?
I already said that.
I can't say hi or what?
Nope. They said you're a bad guy. They don't like you. No need to build the room.
Cool. That'd be cool. That'd be nice if you get high speed internet out there.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, because if he's gonna have to move the snakes there for a little while to get ready to get a house and all that.
Oh, there ain't no fighting. We can settle that up real easy.
What?
See, look, he can't even say nothing. Look, Justin, are you talking? See, I win right there. Oh, I didn't know I had you muted. My bad.
Well, yeah. Why does he keep muting? Jesus Christ!
Oh, sorry about that. Wrong button.
See, I'll smack the side of his head. Give him a little bipping. I'm gonna smack the learning back into him. You know.
Looking at property myself. Hell yeah. What's up, Tasha?
Tasha, welcome. Welcome.
Mrs. TNT. Yeah, he's
What?
He's got some pretty good prizes he's giving away on his 12 days of Christmas.
Hell yeah, 50 some odd, 5,200 or whatever he's got.
Like $5,200 worth of stuff. That's pretty cool though.
For sure. Hell yeah. We ain't got that kind of shit. We're like rookies and shit.
Okay, well he's been doing it what, 8 years?
Oh, I ain't doing this with you for no 8 years. You're a grumpy bitch. I couldn't even keep a straight face myself on that one. That was funny.
I'll see how you are.
So tired of New York winters. Yeah. New York general. Yeah. I bet. Well, winters suck no matter where you're at, but.
How far is Vancouver from you?
Vancouver, what?
Washington.
A couple of hours, I think. 3-4 hours.
North, south, east, west, what?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm just asking. I figured you live in Washington.
Yeah, no. It's
Welcome,
closer to Oregon.
Kurtwood.
It's right on the Oregon border.
I
So
got
it'll
you.
be south of me, but
All the way from Reno, Nevada.
Kurtwood, welcome. Welcome. You guys talking about us over there? Huh? Huh? Just kidding.
Texas and Georgia is the main spots we are looking, but I have found some amazing homes in West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia's cheap. You know, Kentucky
Yeah,
isn't that
but if
Kentucky
the
isn't that
economy's
bad
going
either.
crazy there, you got to be careful. Because it's
Kentucky's
cheap
pretty
doesn't
reasonable
necessarily
for
mean it's
prices
good.
too. I'm surprised. Arkansas is not that bad for prices. Mississippi isn't that bad for prices, but you know it all goes to them places too. You know, I
See,
mean,
we all need to unite with one big facility and a lot of rooms so we can all do our YouTube shit.
just one big YouTube channel, huh?
That's it. Well, no, one big YouTube community, and it'd be lots of channels, but all together, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be like you be filming, somebody be filming you, somebody be filming them, filming you.
I'd be stealing everybody's animal shit. I'd be like, oh, what are you doing over there feeding that? Here, let me get a film. What are you doing? Oh, you feeding that? Let me get a footage. Let me get some footage. I'd be getting footage from everybody.
Right. Well, I mean, the money is crazy right now for RNs. Anywhere you go, they're in need. I mean, talking
Oh yeah.
big money. I don't know what they pay in Michigan, but hell, I know here they're almost $100 an hour in some places. I know Texas is banking too. So that's
You over
crazy.
there ironing? It smells funny. Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, nursing is in demand. In fact, they come out on the news says they're short on
Oh
nurses here.
yeah. I think they always are anyway. But then this is not helping at all. But
Yeah, I
yeah.
just seen an ad for an RN here. It was like $80 an hour. I know
God damn. Yeah.
Texas is up there. Yeah, they're in hard demand right now, so they're paying big bucks. Big bucks.
It's craziness.
Well, I mean, dude, you know, like I told you, our cases are high, but we have 57 died today and no beds, you know, no beds at all. They're making
Yeah.
out shifts. I mean, but it's like that all around. No, it ain't just us. I
Mhm.
mean, it's Texas, everywhere else.
I told you guys though, the corona is the only one thing it did do is it cured the flu.
Yeah.
There's no flu.
What?
There's no nothing.
20's
Just
there.
coronavirus. 20s.
Hopefully you're talking temperature, not pay wise.
Do what? Hmm.
Well, yeah, but I mean, cost of living ain't that much here for what they're paying. That kind of money. I mean, even if I mean, I'm just saying it's not. I mean, there's a place right down the road from me. It's 3 bedrooms. You know, this is a rental house, but it's got an in-ground pool, 3 bedrooms, an outbuilding, 2-car garage. It's like $650 a month.
$650?
Yeah, like $650, $700 a month.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That'd be like $3,000 here or something.
Yeah, just
some 3-bedroom house with a pool and all this bullshit. He said it was like $650.
well, I know it was $750. It might have been $750.
Yeah. No,
But still.
it'd be probably $1,800, $2,000.
Oh,
Yeah, with a pool, 3 rooms. Oh yeah, it'd be way up there around here, way up there.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
you can't even get a 1-bedroom house with barely a bathroom for $700 a month.
oh yeah, screw that. Screw that.
I
But
mean,
I
you can
mean,
get a shit studio apartment or something from
and guess
that.
what?
But
Guess what? We don't get snow very often either.
see, we get snow. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other places that are $2,000 a month too, but But I mean, it depends. I mean, this in my area, it's not bad.
See, that shot for 325 would be badass.
Yeah, I knew a guy that he lived in, I think he lived in Jersey or somewhere, worked in New York as an iron worker. So he rented an apartment in New York with a couple other guys,
Yeah.
It was like couple $1,000 a month,
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm like, God damn, dude, now you're going back home. He goes, well, my wife works for DuPont. So he was making $50 or 40, $50 an
Yeah,
hour.
he didn't even need no money anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because they get big money up there. So she's making the money,
Yeah, for sure.
But still, to be able to have a house payment, have a house and then rent an apartment to stay in while you work every week.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, but some jobs, depending on what you're doing, will give you, expenses for that shit too.
Yeah, but not like that, because it wasn't like he was working for a company and traveling. That's where he was,
Yeah.
working for the local union there, Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I mean, that's crazy. This is like California too. I was there for a little bit. It's expensive, dude. That was in the fucking 90s. But it just depends on the area you live into, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
I mean, like, I won't live in
Varies
Tulsa.
everywhere, but
Tulsa's close, I mean, it's 10 minutes away, but I'm not going to live in Tulsa. Yeah, that's just expensive. That's crazy. I mean, but I'm Minnesota. When I was there, you made a lot more money, but the cost of living was higher too, So I mean, it just
oh
depends.
yeah.
But you can come down here and still make good money, and cost of living ain't that bad, I mean, so it just depends on where you look at, I mean, it's, for my job, it's usually around 28, $30 an hour, you know, general range, so when there's work,
Yeah. That's the
there'll be
thing,
not much
especially
of that
nowadays.
anymore.
Too much of nothing no more.
Yeah, that's what sucks. I mean, it was so much work you didn't know what to do with, and then this damn shit come out and
One of my mice breeding videos, I get a comment that says, "You can't be serious." I just give them question marks, like, about what? I don't know.
oh, what, your video?
Yeah, it was one of the mice breeding videos. It was like,
Oh,
"You can't be serious," is all the comment said, and it was like, "About what, fool?" I just question mark commented, like, what are you talking about? People are weird, man.
yeah, YouTube's weird, but I
Sometimes,
think
man, it cracks me up. It's like, what the hell? It's like, I don't know.
I think I've gained a few in the last few days. I'm back to, well, actually, I've lost some. I'm 738, and yesterday or earlier today, I was at 742.
Yeah, see, it's weird. There's in between that 500 and 1,000, you fluctuate really bad. It's really weird. It's like it goes up and down like crazy. I remember I'd lose like 20, and then 3 days later have 40 more. It was just weird.
Yeah, but I mean, that's within 8 hours, dude. Oh, now, see now, if I go to my analytics, I've got 744.
Right on.
So that makes more sense because,
Just stays in the middle, kind of. Yeah.
well, because when I click on my channel, it says 738, and that don't make sense because it was at 742 or earlier. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah, I did hit 700,000 views.
Yeah, nice. That's lifetime views or what?
Well, yeah, for the channel. I know it doesn't seem like a lot to some, but like
I'm
Venom, he got 13 million on one video.
yeah, I'm like at 12,000 views in lifetime.
12,000.
Yeah,
700,000.
that's cool. But I'm at
Well, if I
2,300
done
watch
love, I'm gonna
hours.
watch your video as soon as we're done with the stream. I seen that you did a video.
You hear me?
What? No, I
At
try not to, man.
2,300 watch hours.
23?
Yeah.
Nice. We need
So
to
it
get to
seems
work
to
on
be.
that 300 subs. You need to get some
Welcome, Kathy.
whatchamacallit. Welcome, Kathy. We need to you need to do some shorts and get some subscribers.
I mean, I looked at that video and it didn't have hardly any views on the shorts, dude.
On which one?
On that one I told you I thought was maybe a short.
Yeah.
Well, it
It
had
was
like a
weird that it
couple.
said it was. I know it only said that it was like 2% short or something like that. That's
Yeah, it was
weird.
like couple views. So that's weird.
I don't know.
And like
That's
I went to the shorts on my phone and looked through them all,
yeah.
and it just stops. You know, what I mean, it eventually stops. And I didn't see none of your videos on there. But I
What do
did
you
see
mean?
Brian Cusco on there, like the third video in.
Oh yeah, but there's thousands of them. It takes forever to come across one. They say you can't even search for them. The only way you even know if it is a short is in your analytics.
Well, no, I mean, I went to where they have it on your phone. You can watch them,
Yeah,
and I just kept
that's what
going
I'm saying.
through, and it finally just stopped. It wouldn't even let you show it no more.
Well, I know, but that's only for that segment. That doesn't mean that that's all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, no, because look, I mean, even the ones that,
No, I mean, I got you. I understand what you're getting at.
even like the Vale community, all of them went to, when they got hooked up as a short, like 24 hours, they get a bunch of views, and then after that, then they just trickle view after that, just trickles in.
Because they're not on the top, the main ones right off the rip.
Yeah, they're not the number one search. But even look at this one. That was the that's the analytics for the Veil Chameleon, and it's like 72% shorts or 76 or whatever the hell it is.
Cool.
But I mean, it only did its 24 hours. You know, it did views. It go from like 60 views to like 500 views in 24 hours, and then after that, then it gets like a few a day, and that's it.
See you, Pete.
So it's weird. I don't know how it works exactly, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird how I mean it just. But you're seeing. I'm noticing when I go on there, it's showing a lot of the big YouTubers in there. You know.
Well, yeah. But are you sure a lot of those aren't the stories?
No, they're just shorts. They're under a minute.
Well, yeah, but there's stories that are under a minute as well.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It just said shorts, so.
Yeah, because when that row of videos comes up, sometimes it'll just say stories, sometimes it'll just say shorts, and sometimes it'll actually say stories and shorts.
And shorts,
it's really weird. It's weird how that works.
No, it was shorts because I was watching Brian, and he's been making shorts lately. He's been putting some out there too.
Yeah, the ones that I see from him are all stories.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's just, I mean, it's something different.
Well, it's just like everything else in YouTube. It's like, you never know which video is going to be the decent one. Because like I did the 4 of them, and most of them get about 400 or 500 views, but I had the one that got like 9,000 views.
Right.
But you don't get paid for any of them, so don't do much. But I did gain about 30 subscribers from that one. You know what I mean? So that was the important part.
Right. Yeah, I need to do some more videos of my retics.
Well, like I said with that one deal, just, film that one little like 10-second kind of ordeal, and then, grab a little piece inside of there of the highlighted part, slow it down, that'll lengthen like 20, 30 seconds onto the video, and that's a perfect short. They'll scare the shit out of people. You know what I mean? Bang, right in your grill. I love it. I ain't even kidding. I'd be doing that shit in a minute.
Well, it's more when it's food though. You know what I mean? When there's
Yeah.
food there is when you really see it. You know,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
You know, I mean, it's when there ain't food,
Or at least
it's
on
not,
that day, probably. Just that
it's
day in
not as
general is going to
fast.
be a little more spunky.
It's not as fast when it's not. Usually, it's just kind of coming out and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah.
But when it's food, it's like I'm coming out. You know.
It's like, see me, I'm roaring and shit.
Yeah. Exactly. Because they're like they love to, you know, that's their thing, you know, and it, you know
For sure.
they hang out right in the front too, so they know what's going on.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be a good deal. Film that shit. Get your little tripod. Get it all ready to go and shit.
I'll have to make one
What?
tripod.
Yeah, fucking $20 at Walmart. You can get your tripod. Jesus Christ, man.
I can make some out of PVC pipe.
Oh, fucking Jesus. Well, make a video on it. How to make a DIY tripod for your phone. Hell yeah.
That for some reason one of them come across my feed and I watched it, you know, because
Yeah.
you know I was like, what it, man, that was some of them people. I'm thinking, as much money as you spent making this, you could have
Yeah,
went out and
could've
bought
bought
one, not a nice one, you know. I mean, this guy, he turned his
There are
thing
some
like this.
videos that are like that too. It's like, yeah, you know, if it costs more than a new one, it kind of defeats the purpose of doing a DIY.
But I mean, he got,
It's like,
you know, he did. He got the views and everything. But I mean, it's like
yeah,
he's taking all these couplers and threaded couplers. He's cutting PVC in half. He's heating it up. He's flattening out. He turns it and the legs come out. You know, I mean,
yeah,
it extends. He does all this. I'm thinking, God, you know, as much as you did there, that thing cost more than buying one.
yeah. You can go to Walmart, get $20, get a nice one. You know.
I always have a hard time finding one that can hold my phone and hold it up. You know, not give away. You know.
Well, the tripods work. It's these little spring-loaded things are the keys.
Yeah.
I got a couple nice ones when I bought my ring lights, and I kept both of them. I used one on the little tripod and one on the big tripod.
Yeah, I need one of the bigger ones.
Oh, let's check out my doohickey. You know, just to play with one of these things is worth it.
Well, I want to see you do. I want to see you doing like a running video.
I can't run. You trying to be hurtful? You trying to be hurtful?
Go down the road, so you can say, "Hey, see, I'm running."
I can't run. It's being hurtful.
Why can't you run?
Because my ankle won't let me run.
Well, skip.
I can't.
Can't skip.
Nope.
Can't walk real fast.
Dude, it took me 2 years to even learn how to walk again. So I was grateful with that, let alone running or anything.
So, is that the motorcycle wreck?
Yeah. Yeah, I had 9 surgeries, man, over 2.5 years, and then it took another year and a half, 2 years.
Most people don't try to go out and ride dirt bikes when they're 30-something years old.
Well, yeah, but my problem was I did it on the street. There's nothing like a 2-stroke on pavement. The torque is worse than a street bike. It's just unreal with a big knobby tire on the pavement. 2-stroke. Oh my God, it's amazing. The torque is.
Oh yeah, that's the fun part about it.
But when a car stops in front of you, it kind of messes you up a little.
Oh well, yeah.
I avoided the car, but I flew 65 feet, flipped like 3 times in the air, had an open compound fracture dislocation in my ankle. It wasn't pretty. Bone was all sticking out about 4 inches and shit. It was ugly.
You know they're not made to be on the street. They're not street legal.
I know. I got a ticket for that, by the way. I got 8 tickets that day. Reckless. I even got reckless endangerment. I got a $500 or $600 ticket for reckless for attempting to hurt my own life. You know, for hurting myself. I got a ticket.
So when they say kick a man when he's down, it was true, huh?
The cop stood over me while I'm laying on the ground, holding my foot out with my bones sticking out as he's writing the tickets. He wanted me to sign them right there in the street. I told him to F off. And he followed the ambulance to the hospital for me to sign the tickets. That's how much of an asshole he was.
Like, he must have had it out for you, dude.
Yeah, he didn't like me. But check that out. Isn't that the coolest thing ever?
Yeah, I seen a guy make one of them last night.
He made one?
Yeah, he could spin it and everything and move it around. It was crazy.
I don't think it's as cool as this one though. You can
Well,
make it go like 2.5 turns all the way around. It's pretty cool. I can lock it to my face and film a video, and it'll follow me the entire video.
right.
Crazy.
Well, yeah. It should do that for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty whacked out doohickeys. But just messing with it like this number is worth the whole thing. Just saying. It's amazing. Let's go
Do you
dirt
still have
biking.
the,
It's funny.
still have,
I have what?
you still have the dirt bike?
No, I sold that dirt bike. You know what's funny? I actually sold that dirt bike while I was still in the hospital because before I even got out of the hospital, and had another one already ready before I got healed up. Because when I wrecked my motorcycle, I was actually trying to sell it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna ride it down the street to show off. I was do a couple wheelies. Dude wanted to buy the bike. Yeah, car stopped in front of me. I wrecked. He didn't buy the bike, and yeah. So I sold that bike because I wanted to sell that bike to buy a faster bike. So by the time I was even ready to ride again, I already had the faster bike. So, but I do still in my garage. I'll have to bring it in one of these days, show you guys. But I have it's an external fixator that they kept my foot together for like 8 months. It's a great big titanium contraption that they screwed on the outside,
I know
through my bones and all that crap. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, the doctor was funny. I was like, hey, what are you going to do with this when you take it off? And he's like, well, just throw it away because you can't donate them or nothing because they've already been on your body or
I
whatever.
say it's a raid.
So
We got a raid.
Yeah, I was like, can I keep it? And then and he's all, yeah. And I woke up from surgery and all the pieces to it were on my lap and shit. So I put it all together.
Oh yeah.
I've always threatened to find a mannequin foot to put it on, but I can't find a mannequin foot. Rads, welcome. They must be done over there, huh? Right on.
It must be.
TNT raid. Thanks for you guys. Thanks for coming in. We were just talking about motorcycles and bad times.
Hey Tosh, we all like you, not Todd. Todd said he was.
I got some pictures I could probably show you, but the stream will probably get taken down if I show you.
What's that?
The pictures.
Oh.
I got like pictures through some of the surgeries and shit. Yeah, it was crazy.
Video had been good.
Yeah, that would.
I mean, no, really. I mean, I hate to say it, but you get a lot of views on videos like that. I see them videos all the time.
It is funny though because like a few years later, I was watching these crazy videos of people breaking their legs on skateboards and bikes and shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this dude was on a street bike and he was wheeling and he wrecked. And he was sitting there holding his leg just like I was. And when the other guy ran up to him, he's all, Justin, it's going to be okay. And it was like with the same name and everything. I was like, holy shit, it just gave me chills. Because it was like it was the exact same foot in accident, but he was on a street bike. It was weird.
I was not, that didn't come out of my mouth. I was reading what Go and Youper said. That was his comment.
I know why I like Justin more. Yeah, I'm more likable anyway. He's kind of an asshole. Just saying. Why are you being mean to Todd anyway?
I wasn't. I was reading a comment.
Sure.
It was
going. Why is he in here with his feelings hurt?
Well, I mean, because Jason said he liked Tasha better than Todd.
Hey, it's all right. On my stream, a lot of people like Trish more than me. Funny. That's why I gave her own camera.
Well, it's because you tell people to kick rocks. That's why.
I only said that one time, and I didn't tell people to kick rocks. I think it was I only told people to kick rocks that didn't like what we were doing. I think.
But it come out wrong. It come out wrong.
And they can kick rocks. If people don't like what we're doing, they can kick rocks. But you're just mean to people in general. Of course, Todd, his feelings are hurt and stuff.
No, he's good.
I'm his first subscriber. I am subscribed to Kurtwood, and I was his very first subscriber.
Yep, I was his second.
So I am subscribed to him, and I should win a prize for being his first subscriber. I don't know what prize I win. Do you breed clowns at all? Tides?
Todd, if you're crying, it's because you're laughing so damn hard.
No, I bet his feelings are hurt and shit, because you're a mean guy. You're always over there being mean. You're all bullied and shit with them tattoos looking all mean. You're just a
Take
big
your shirt
bully.
off.
What? No.
Take your shirt off there.
No.
Why? Show them that big swastika you got on there.
I ain't got no swastika. What the hell are you talking about? That was a bit of a stretch, I think, there. A swastika? Fucking Jesus, man. That was a rough one there.
Hey,
See,
dude,
Todd, I know why you feel the way you do, Todd, because he does the same shit to me. You see that? Just threw me under the bus with some freaking swastika.
I worked with a guy for a long time, and I never knew it, dude. You would never knew it. And, we was out of town. We was out of town working. He come out, and he had, like, his shirt off. And just a big, I'm like, dude, maybe you ought to get a shirt on, I'm thinking, we're not in the best place, and here you got this big, I'm like, God damn, I mean, like, like a big, I'm like,
well, you never know some people, because like mine, I tried to keep mine all under to where if I had a shirt on, I mean, some peek out in places, but for the most part, if I got a shirt on or a long sleeve, you can't see anything. But yeah, you never know what people got, underneath things, it's crazy. And no, I don't have any damn swastikas.
I'm just joking.
Freaking weirdo.
But yeah,
he said some pee came out.
Well, I mean, that was I never thought that guy was like that. But then I worked with this other guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, people get in prison situations, man. They feel like they have no choice, and then afterwards, what do you do?
Yeah, this guy was a pure ginger, dude, white, red hair, and he hated. I mean, he hated black people. Dude, he ended up marrying a black woman, like 10 years down the road. It's crazy.
People change. People change. People go through weird shit.
But it was like, people knew him. They said, I never even thought. I said, well, that's just because they'd get a different outlook on life. You know what I'm saying? Really, I mean, it's because who knows what the reason was behind it? Maybe he's taught that and he come to senses.
Exactly, that's the thing. People are different.
Yeah, I mean, I have good friends that are black.
Oh, I got friends from all over the place.
So, but it was cool though.
Assholes come in all colors, man. You're either a good person or you're not.
It was cool that he could change. That was what my whole story.
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
I mean,
there's people that go both directions. Some people go that they hate it or hate people. Some people learn to love people. It's really hard for you though, because you're like abrasive. You're really hard to get to like.
Well, I don't even like.
You're always mean to me and Todd and shit.
Hey, it's neutral though.
You were mean to Kirkwood earlier too. I knew you was. I knew that's what you're talking about.
It's nothing. It's equal though. It's equal. Because I don't even like myself, so I'm equal to everybody.
Oh no, I say that all the time. Yeah, I hate everybody equally. I mean, assholes come in every variety of everything. No, you're either a good person or you're not. It doesn't matter what you are. You're either a piece of shit or you're not. One of the
except for Heather, because she'll kick my ass.
Well, yeah. Back there on my back. Craziest white boy in the system. Oh, that's pretty good. Chris is mean. Yeah, he's mean. Yeah. He is. I don't want to talk about him because he's just right over there. But the truth is the truth. You know what it is.
I mean, people are mean are people that block you and ban you from their channels.
No, the mean people are the ones that get you blocked by other people just because of who they are.
Also,
I got blocked for association. I got blocked just because I knew you.
Well,
we're on the same show, so I got booted. It's like, what the hell? We're like Jekyll and Hyde over here. You think you'd be my friend now. You think you'd be my friend now.
No,
What?
because you entered a raffle, so you're just as
Oh,
guilty.
is that? Well, no, there's other people that
Yep.
enter raffles he's still friends with. It wasn't
No, I
because I
don't think
entered
so.
it.
Probably.
It might have been.
And you
I was
talked
gonna.
crap that night.
I didn't talk any crap. I talked truth.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't talk any
you were
crap.
you were pretty heated that night, so he was probably listening and said, "That's it."
Well, he should know better. Why be that? Why be that shitty of a person for no reason? I don't care if you want to defriend me, but
He goes,
block me like we're 12. That's
he
dumb.
goes, I didn't get blocked. I blocked him.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, what the hell, man? It's like, we ain't 12.
I put food stamps in the offering
Well,
dish.
I guess I'm not 12. So Chris put food stamps in the offering dish at the church. That's funny.
No, I never done that. I wish.
Hey, if that's all you got, that's all you got, you know.
I was thinking that was when they come around with it, they are offering to be neat a little bit. It's like, hey, you ever seen the 70 show?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah,
You
I'll
need
take
a little
20.
bit.
I'll take a little 20.
It is funny they show that little skit with Trump where you see where he's at the church and he grabs his little bill thing and grabs a couple 20s off of there. It was kind of funny. It was like, you probably shouldn't just done nothing, because it was like, dude, you're a multi-billionaire. You grabbed $20 at church. You made yourself look bad. It was like, I think it was more than 20, but it was like, he should have been peeling hundreds off of there. You know what I mean? It was like, if you're going to get caught, with your pants down, you should be at
It's the
hundreds.
law. Stupid nerd. Yeah. He is a nerd.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like I said, I mean, if you're gonna, defriend someone, it's like, whatever, who cares? You block them like we're 12 and shit. You ain't coming to my house for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it didn't really hurt my feelings. It's just like, dude,
and the more I thought about it,
just been a man and said something to me about it. You know what I mean?
You know what? The more I thought about it is, I don't remember ever seeing him commenting in the chat before that show, and I never seen him comment in the chat after that show. So
yeah, I mean,
care less.
But it was just like, you think as a person you'd reach out and say, hey, dude,
oh yeah,
this is my my feelings on it, blah blah blah. No, I mean that's what most people do, but you're right. It's no loss. It's his loss, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because we're gonna be big rock stars one day.
We should block Chris. Yeah, so we should. Maybe I'll block him after the show. I'm definitely taking. He's not blue on my channel no more. I tell you that. From now on, that's what I'm talking about. Your name is Gray. You hear me? Do you hear me?
Chris said I can be blue.
I'll take her blue away too.
Nope.
I'll leave Heather's because she's mean. But outside of that, you're done. You hear me?
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you can. I know you can.
Mic must be off again.
It probably is. No, there's no little thing.
No, there ain't no little thing.
It tells me when the mic's off.
I'm gonna be a rock star just like Justin when I grow up.
Oh, so you're screwed already, huh? Nice. Good to know.
That's what Kurtwood said.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, we're screwed, man. I'm not much of a rock star. In my head, though, it's like a freaking like the Woodstock kind of party going on.
Well, you got to be a legend in your own mind, man. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, exactly. But on the outside, to be real, I'm slacking a little on the famous part. We'll see.
It's from the Burmese Python.
It's coming. Well, the skin.
Yeah. No, I had a big boa shed too. It was about one good shed. It was about 8 foot, almost 7.5. I had one around 7, and I got another one that was bigger than that, but it wasn't near as wide as that, I mean, she got big, but my retics ain't big enough to shed that yet. Retics don't shed full sheds either. That's the thing.
I got me a fancy old sticker trade today. It actually had a wax stamp thing on the back. I was like, damn, that's fancy pants.
Had a wax stamp.
You know how they do they melt down the wax and they put the old stamp on the envelopes on the back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a sticker trade with one of those.
Who was that? I think I've had one like that.
I can't remember which one it was. It was, let me see. Oh, it was Upscale Pets. Yeah,
I think
like a little stamp thing.
Oh yeah. I think I got one from them.
I know. Trish is all, why don't you do those? I said, well, I ain't got no damn stamp that says my Animal House. That's why. If I had a stamp that said my Animal House, I probably would. From Viking. Oh, Viking Serpents. I'm a Viking.
That he got one from Viking Serpents.
I think that.
Yep. So, yeah, I've seen a couple people do that.
He's all subscribed, jerks. I told you I was his #1 subscriber. I've already subscribed to Rad. Unless it took me off. Let me go double check. But yeah, I should have been his first subscriber. And he calls us jerks and stuff, man. He's kind of getting hostile too. This community's going to shit in a handbag.
Oh, I was the second subscriber.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Maybe he was just saying in general to everybody. Maybe he wasn't saying it just to you.
I didn't think he was saying it to me. I thought he was saying it to you.
He didn't say jerks. He was talking to everybody.
Sure he was.
See?
Nope, I'm subscribed. And he's got 16. He don't have 7. How many did he say he had earlier? Maybe it was 16, he said. I don't know. But yeah, I was his first subscriber. I'm on there. I got it. Done.
Yeah, because you had him comment on your thing so we could find his channel.
Yep.
I think
I was the first one. Wasn't that him that we went and subscribed?
No, you weren't his first. Yeah. No, you weren't his first subscriber. I know that. You're thinking of somebody else.
Was it somebody else? But either way, I'm subscribed to the guy.
It was the one we did the other week. It was.
Yeah.
It was Catos. It was Patent Pending Python's other channel. You got him to do his first, and it was
somebody else. I don't know. Either way, I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to the man.
God dang it.
That's a different guy, Goofy. Okay, but I'm still subscribed. I checked. I double checked everything. You want me to prove it? That guy kills me. Look, it says subscribed. The bell is on. It's right there. I'm subscribed. Now get off my balls, man. Uber's working for you like a champ, man. Work that hard for my channel. Shit. Let's get it. I'll give you a t-shirt. Come on.
Going to be making some videos of you're thinking Kurtwood. He's showing Rad's pythons.
I know.
You're thinking Kurtwood.
I just showed, look, Rad's pythons. I just showed that I was.
He's saying you're thinking Kurtwood was the #1 who you got first.
Oh, was it him that was the first one? Well, I wasn't sure who it was. I knew it was one, but somebody.
He was promoting Kurtwood's earlier. Okay, going to be making some
but I'm subscribed.
Cool, new facility.
Subscribe to everybody.
Put
stressing me out. I need a little medicine.
New floors in tomorrow. What's up, pedals and scales? Doing good, doing good. Y'all see his new video? He's like, got this going to my secret project. Got this going to my secret project. And I got this going to my secret project. I know what that secret project is. In fact, we had somebody on the show the other day that showed off the same gene that you were talking about. They're working with it too, in fact.
On how to do all that. Hell yeah. Pedals and Scales, welcome. Oh, you're already here, but I just seen you, so it's cool. Welcome.
Yeah, did you watch their new video, Justin? He's
Which
like
one?
Pedals and Scales. It's like he's showing his breeding project this, and he goes like this. He's talking about it, and he goes, "Well, I'm breeding this in my secret project." Then he'd show
Oh
another
yeah,
one. I'm
I've
breeding
seen
this
that
in my
video.
secret
Yeah,
project. Then I'm breeding this in my secret project.
yeah, I did see that one.
I think it was DNA Reptilia has the same gene that your secret project is, wasn't it, Justin?
Do what?
Has that gene? I told you that his secret
I missed
project
the
is.
first question because I was reading Going Uperds, and I know, Justin, you were the first one to scribe.
Do you remember when we had them? They showed their secret project.
Yeah.
You remember what gene it was?
I think I do.
I think DNA Reptilia had the same gene there. Not he showed
Yeah,
off. Remember?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I was confirming. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I'm almost sure it was. Yep, I seen that acid.
Lavender albino.
Acid and all the albino cloud stuff and panda pies. Very
DNA
nice.
Reptilia, yeah.
Yep.
Was it the same gene? Did you see that live? I think it was the two that were the same.
I'm almost sure that was him that pulled it out, that gene out.
Mhm.
Because we mentioned it, we said, yeah, that's somebody else has got that too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was DNA. Yeah, and I'm positive it was the same one that you were talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember you said something about it. As soon as he said something, and you were all like, "Oh yeah, that's the same," as the other one. So yeah.
Yep.
So we got double secrets. That's the same secret. That's
Well,
double the secrets.
I mean, he revealed it on our show, so I mean.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't mean nothing. There's still people that aren't going to know unless they go watch the show or wait till him to say it again. One of the two.
Exactly.
Exactly. So at least I know I'm not working in the dark.
Yeah, exactly.
No smoking on the stream.
Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back. Me too. I'll be back. We'll just let the chat take care of itself. It's fine. If people want to know, tell them to go back and watch. Yeah, exactly. Watch our live we did. Yep. If anybody wants to actually know, they can go back and watch that, or wait for you to announce it again on your own channel. So.
Yep. Yeah, because he actually pulled it out on the channel and showed us.
Yeah, and I'm positive now that was the same one, or we thought it was the same one either way.
No, it is because I remember it is. I mean, I'm almost 100% positive it is DNA Reptilia that pulled it out too. And if you're not sure, you can go out Pedal Scales. You can go back and watch our live stream.
Yeah, watch the live stream just the other day. Yeah.
Or you can reach out to them.
It was on my channel on Friday, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at keeping secrets, especially on the show. You could tell you wanted. It didn't take you long to spill the beans. It was. We didn't have to twist your arm much at all. That was for sure.
Right, and I think he showed it a couple hours into the live stream. I mean,
how come none of these people are blue on here? Do you do anything on this live stream? These people are our supporters.
Because
on Scales, Kirkwood. Oh my God, what's the deal here?
Hey, because what I see,
you knew it was coming, right? You knew it was coming, right?
I see no blue. I don't see no colors on my screen.
Oh, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know unless I go back and wait 3 days where the chat pops up, then I don't know.
You don't have another device? I'm letting you know which ones are blue. You writing them down, or that are not blue? Pedals and Scales isn't blue. You writing that down? Do you got it? Are you writing it down?
I got it right here. Boom.
Kirkwood's not blue. You ain't writing it down.
I got a photographic memory, dude.
Uh-oh. There we are. DNA Reptilia. Pedals and Scales, it's in the chat. We think that your guys' secret projects are the same. So you guys might want to talk about it, and you guys can learn some things from each other maybe. Or keep it a secret and you know who you're battling with. Either way. It's up to you.
Or I can reveal the gene if you want.
Yeah, because I'm like pretty, like almost sure it was the same one that we were all thinking and this and that. But so what we're
I mean,
saying is you two secret projects are maybe the same secret projects.
I could put it out there right now.
Yeah, man,
He's
I'll
like,
hit you up on Instagram.
I'll
Yeah,
hit
he's
him
gonna
on
hit you
Instagram.
up. He's all shh, don't say nothing. Did you see Pedals and Scales?
Yeah, and
He did the little emoji say shh, don't say nothing.
anybody want to hit me up on Instagram? $5. I'll let you know what it is.
I'll let you know for $4.
$3.
$2.50.
$2.
$1.25 and a sticker.
$1, and I'll give you my sticker and an Iron Animal Show sticker.
We're all joking around, and Pedals and Scales all serious as a heart attack. Like, come on, guys. He's like, I want to talk to this guy.
he's like,
he genuinely wants to hit you up. Yeah.
Well,
His
I know
name's
you
Dave, but his daughter helps him with the channel.
I
We've
know.
heard that she's the brains of the organization, so you might want to get a hold of her. Just kidding, Dave. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh,
Yeah,
see,
but
look,
that's
now he's just teasing shit. Look at him now. He's all like little coral glow in there with mine and 2 recesses. If you guys are going to start doing that, you guys might as well just talk about it. Shit. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah, but I don't think
you guys both squealed your secrets on the Iron Animal Show anyway.
I don't think he said that. I didn't think he said it was a secret. He just pulled it out and said what it was, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true. I think he just said he had something of that gene, maybe.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
he does
know.
have that
There's so
gene.
many freaking shows. I can't. Everything's a blur.
I was thinking it was.
What letter did it start with?
Here, I'll just message you. I don't want to put it out there.
To see if we're on the same page. Message me.
Yeah.
Hurry up. I'm waiting for the message. Still waiting.
It's there.
Pedals and Scales said it's up to you. Exactly. Yes. That was the exact same thing I was thinking. Yes.
Yep.
No, that was my prize snake, he said.
Oh, yeah.
Do you even know what we're talking about?
I don't think he knows what snake we're talking about, DNA, but he does have that. You do have that gene in there.
You have you have one of the genes that is his secret project. Maybe that's I don't know how to say it. It's not nice to tell secrets and companies in the room. They told me, but they're on our shows. They're aired on the shows. I guess DNA's wasn't a secret. It was just part of his deal. But
yeah, he was just showing that gene off, and I go, hey, I know that gene.
Look, Pedals and Scales said it like 6 times now. I'm gonna message you. He's all excited like a champ. He wants to. I bet he's got questions. Secrets is like weed. What?
That's the gateway crime. Next thing you know, you will be selling secrets to Russians.
Oh, that's crazy. It's a gateway. Oh, this stream is corrupt.
I'm better than.
Who wants to know the secret? Does anybody really want to know? Does anybody don't know? Is there anybody in the stream that doesn't know what we're talking about, including me? No, I know what we're talking about. But.
Uper probably knows too. He just probably just forgot, but he was there. All that just because I said, did you see his video? Who's saying secret gene? I'm breaking. This is my secret gene. This is my secret gene.
Well, look at there. Did you see DNA?
My Raven pin will go to Pastel Clown.
Pastel Clown. I need a regular clown female. Well, and some money, but either way, I need one.
I never.
He said, "Not my secret, though."
That's not a secret project. I never call people out in my life. Just saying. every Thursday night at 7.
Oh, nice little plug for the channel there. Yeah, that'll cost you. Stickers. We want a sticker now.
I don't know if he's got them in yet.
I don't care. I want one.
Did you see the post
What post?
about his sticker deals?
No.
Oh, you ain't been
Sticker
keeping up
deals?
with. Yeah, about the problems he's been having with the stickers, getting them in.
Mm-mm.
Have you not been following the community chat?
No.
Then
The one
you
that
need
we're all in, yeah. I had to turn off the notifications. That my phone doesn't shut up.
all
So
you
I
gotta
don't
do is
look in there every time.
you just I mean, I don't have my notifications on either. I got it set in general so they don't go off, but I can still go look at it.
Yeah. Well, I go look at it every now and then too, but
Yeah, it's in there. He was talking about it in there. Hell yeah. We do have TNT Balls did donate
be here
$50
Monday, right on.
credit for a Christmas show. Did you hear that?
You told me, yeah, that.
Well, he's in the
For
chat,
the-
so
Yep.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
Right on, man. Have a good night. Hopefully Chris will quit being mean to you. I'm gonna try to talk to him.
All right, Todd. We'll see you, buddy.
You know the mire workers got thick skulls. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, real thick. I've landed on it.
Maybe he's just a steel worker or something.
I've landed on my.
To you?
No, maybe it was a Honda scooter you wrecked and not a dirt bike. Is that offensive to you?
No.
Well, would you
wreck? It goes fast enough, you can still wreck. I wrecked a 1983 Suzuki 250.
Moped?
No, it was the RMZ 250.
Shit, them motherfuckers can't get over 10 miles an hour anyway, the old junk Suzukis.
Are you kidding me?
Them are junk.
No, yeah, just kind of like Harley Davidsons too. If they're not leaking on the floor, they ain't right. Yeah, I get it.
Either YZs or Hondas, man. Them fucking Suzukis are trash.
Bullshit. Suzuki's the kings.
Oh no.
I'd rather ride a Suzuki. And if you want to joke about it, you're supposed to say slow Zuki.
Suzuki, like it sucks.
Yeah. Just like Yamasaki and Kawasaki. It's all the same. You can put it all
Yamasaki.
in the same.
Yamasaki.
Yeah. It's all the same.
Husqvarna.
Them some backward ass some bitches. Hey, their new
fast
two-strokes are the shit. Their new two-strokes.
Yeah, damn right
they're the shit. They're nice. I wrecked an 05 Geckos 750. Yeah, the only bike I ever wrecked was just other than in the mountains dirt bike, but on the street was my dirt bike, my old one. Open compound fracture dislocation of my ankle. It was ugly, very ugly. It was funny. The little neighbor kid ran up to me. He's all like, "Justin, your foot's sticking out, your bone's sticking out." I was like, "Yep." And he's okay. And he ran right back to his house and was watching. It was so funny. He ran right over though. It was crazy. He's like, "Your bone's sticking out." It's like, "Yep."
No, I know. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, it was like, thanks. It was funny. There was neighbors and shit. I told you that's what's gonna happen. Yelling at me and shit. Jesus Christ. Get me off the road. Get me out of here. Good times.
Yeah, you gotta love it when the neighbors kick you down too. 29 thumbs up.
We're rolling.
Hell yeah.
I did sell the Suzuki. I had to keep the Suzuki and to ride it again. It was kind of like one of those things that Bucky, you got to get back on it. And then after I did that, then I bought Honda. It was a 97 too. It was nice. It was fast. Ooh,
I like that Husqvarna that my buddy had, that two-stroke. This one, which is mean.
The new one's really nice.
God, it's the fucking two-stroke was mean, dude.
A fucking train crash? Holy shit.
Dang it. God damn, you just go out and fuck around with something big like that. Whew.
See, now look, that's a true rider right there. He don't care. He'll ride anything. See all them, look at that. He's had them all.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. With dirt bikes, all the brands went through their little shit of, when they were cool, when they weren't, and this and that, and what they did, and changes they made, and now they're all about the same.
Yeah, them YZs are pretty badass.
Oh, yeah. They're all the same.
But
that's the thing. As far as their motors and all that shit, most of them are all the same. They just rode a little different. Like Suzuki's are really rigid. It's a really rigid ride, It's like they're really, different. It's weird.
Now, like on my four-wheeler, I had that white, I had a Yamaha Banshee, and there ain't nothing that compete against that damn thing. Oh, dude, I'd smoke Raptors all day long. But it wasn't stock either, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it run on alcohol, mixed alcohol and shit,
You crazy hillbillies are always doing that crazy stuff.
This some bitch go about 130, 140, dude. No lie.
Damn. That's
crazy. I got clocked on the back wheels at 120 on that fucking four-wheeler. Passing cars. That's how I got in trouble.
Well, yeah, you get fucking some quad going by you. Nowadays, shit, they do that shit all the time. They got them big groups, people ride through the streets and shit, and
they don't go that fast, though. You know what I'm saying? Them ones
they're doing it on purpose.
But the only other thing that's really that fast is the old school Honda 250 four-wheelers that when they first come out, the two-strokes, dude, you find them things are super fast if you build them up, dude. And even if you find one, they're still going for $3,000 or better. Believe it or not, they're expensive because they're sought after. You know what I'm saying? Because that two-stroke was badass.
Well, yeah, that's like Suzuki. They did the three-wheeler or whatever. Or was it a quad that was the 500 or something? It was like it had a nickname. What was the damn nickname of that?
Quadzilla.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, it was craziness. That thing would break your foot, man, trying to kickstart it.
Yeah,
my buddy had one for a while. It was a quad.
I'll be back in a minute.
It wasn't a three-wheeler. Yeah, it was a quad. Well, we're about done anyway. Where are you going? I smell bacon. My heydays riding full leather and all. Yeah, I never rode a street bike, but I rode a dirt bike on the street, but only once. I never did that again. But yeah, I've only rode just dirt bikes. See, that's crazy. Oh yeah, it's nuts, man. There's street bikes you just buy right out of the box that are like 200 miles an hour. It's like, holy shit, man. Yeah, the Ozilla. Yeah, that thing was huge. Yeah, when I wrecked my dirt bike on the street too, and I'd only been riding dirt bikes for about 5 months. It was like, did some life changing shit. It was like, what am I gonna do? It's like, I'm gonna buy a dirt bike. About 5 months later, it was like, yep, it took 2 years to walk again after that. And then I rode out a long time after that, for years. The hell you making all that noise over there for?
Because I can.
Whoa, what the hell? I didn't know you were going to just start talking. What the fuck? You scared the shit out of me. The hell? All I've seen is a black screen, for Christ's sake.
Well, yeah. Remember I told you can talk like that.
I know. The fuck is that?
Well, I said, yeah, you can. That's the biggest thing, You fall off, you say you ain't gonna get on it, but you get back on it, you just respect it a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Well, that was like
because
after my accident, I never rode on the street again ever. No matter how cool it was like, yeah, it ain't happening.
I mean,
if I would have been in the mountains in full gear and wrecked the way I did, on the street, I'd have got up and walked away. You know what I mean? It was one of those kind of accidents. I mean, it was bad, but I mean, if I'd have been in full gear, landed on dirt and shit, and instead of just like straight pavement, it probably would have been a lot less damage.
all right. I mean, but different circumstances, though. You know what I mean?
7 years ago, that's crazy with the train crash. Whew.
Well,
see,
was on the
Trish
train
don't like
crash.
him. Yeah, Trish don't like him either because here in town, she was at a train crossing that lights came down and shit, and the train wrecked, and the cars were going through, and she had to get out of the way and shit. Yeah, she hates anywhere where the train stops. She hates to be anywhere close to the front, which I don't
know.
blame her. I don't like that shit neither.
I used to always get right up close, and then you always sit there, man. If something tipped over, it like, hit me.
Yeah, she's seen all the cars piling up and wrecking and shit. Yeah, I mean, I bet it was traumatizing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to even be near a train again either, probably. It's crazy.
We imagine getting on one of them like Amtrak or something that run like 100 and some freaking miles an hour.
Yeah, I don't need to do all that.
I mean, I've been on one. They're cool. I mean, trains are cool to ride on, though, dude. But I mean, if you've never been on one.
No, I've never been on one of the fast ones like that, no.
Taking my son down.
He's going to make a video. I want the full story. That's crazy.
If you look up in history, though, like in St. Paul, Minnesota, like I think it was in like 96 or 95, they had one of the worst train wrecks ever. And the train, they couldn't get it to stop. And it was coming towards the yard. They have like a huge yard downtown St. Paul.
Yeah.
And it crashed into the yard. And this one guy was trapped underneath there. And it was like wintertime, and he could still move. And this train car was, he just there was like kind of a hole in this train car over him. Yeah. And they were trying to figure out how to get him out. Well, then the diesel fuel from the train was leaking and filled in the hole, so he had to try to keep his head up. He said he'd get tired, he'd have to hold his breath. Then underneath there was like the bottle jacks, trying to jack it up to get this guy out, dude. It was crazy, I mean, yeah, but it was like, dude, it was like one of the worst train crashes, like that for like Minnesota or whatever. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. That's like I said, when we stop when them lights and shit, people get right up on there, like right to the thing. Trish all the time is like, "You crazy son of bitches, you dumb." It's like, yeah, it riles her up. It's crazy.
You ever hop the train?
Yep. When we were kids, we used to all the time because where we lived, we didn't live in the greatest neighborhood, and so we would, to get downtown here in town, there was a lumber mill. And you go by the mill and you jump on the train. And then when it got closer to downtown, we jump off, and then it was a couple blocks. We had to walk home, but we could always get a ride there.
Right.
We'd jump on the train and shit. It's funny.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. We used to do that with his kids too.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because they never went that fast through town, through the section in town, and they stayed pretty mellow to where you can just jump right on and off, Once they got outside of town, then they'd speed up and go. I mean, if you tried to go a long way, then you better hunker down for the road because you ain't off them son of bitches. But when they were going through town back in the day, it's funny because there's not even near as many towns. There used to be trains all the time in town. Now there's none. I think there's like 1 or 2 tracks left that go through town. That's about it. But yeah, we used to do that shit all the time when the mill was open.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they get them videos. I've been wanting to get one of them video deals for the car. They're not expensive, you know, they're like 20,
Oh,
30,
the
40 bucks.
cameras or whatever. Yeah, the little cams.
I seen this lady was at a stoplight, and there was a train, you know,
Oh yeah.
arms are down, and like a mudslide or something, like something dirt come out or a rock, and it hit the train and derailed it. Like she was just, if she wouldn't have had that thing, she never would have caught that on camera, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. You once you start filming like that shit, you never see nothing cool. Well, we got that here in our town. It's really funny, and it's probably on national news. You can look it up, I'm sure. There's a huge mountain that's next to our town. Actually, it's just a foothill anyway, but it'll take out, like, there's a huge mountainside and there's a huge crack in the mountainside. And if it does fall, it's going to like take out like half of the town we live in or something. And it's funny because there's a freeway right next to it. Everybody goes by day, and there's this huge crack that they monitor, and they're just waiting for this whole mountainside to just come down. It just cracks me up how patient people are. Like, you think they try to do something about it? Nope, they're just gonna wait for it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I remember when I lived in Minnesota, I worked in this Twin Cities a lot, you know, building buildings. And I don't know if you remember 35 bridge in between Minneapolis and St. Paul, it collapsed.
Yeah.
You know, the whole bridge just fell, you know. And
yeah.
I was like,
insane.
I used to drive across that bridge daily.
Yeah.
You know, every day, you know. I mean, it's crazy. We work there. It's like, and then to see it just fall and all them people, you know, people died, cars down.
I hate bridges like that.
Crazy.
I hate any of them. I hate them.
Go to the one going to Louisiana. That one, it's like fucking 10 miles long, dude.
I can't stand them.
You have
any
to.
of those bridges. It's weird because there's
it's
one
like
that goes
2.5
in between
hour
Washington.
way to go around.
That goes
you know?
in between Washington and Oregon over the Columbia River. You know, and it's a really short bridge, but I hate that bridge because on a windy day you can watch that sucker move as you're going down it. It's just freaking me out. And but I've been in a boat underneath it before, and then to be in a boat and realize how high that thing actually is, it really freaks me out now. It was like, because before when you're on top of it and you go over it, it doesn't seem like it's that much of a drop. But when you're in a boat looking up, it's like, holy shit, it's a whole nother deal. Yeah, I hate that bridge. Well, to be fair, I hate any bridge that's actually physically moving when you cross it. I don't like any of that.
Do you want to know why? It's an expansion bridge.
Exactly. Yeah.
And because, you know, even like if you get like on the off ramp and go over a highway and you stop and it's moving, it's designed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean,
well, yeah, and especially on the Columbia River, the winds that go through there are unreal. A stable bridge, it probably, you know, it would never last. It's
like the one you see in the old days that was moving like that, you know, that crumbled. That was because they didn't build it for the winds, you know. But I mean,
but once they got to a certain point, it would get out of control. Yeah, you know. They only rated shit. I mean, it's just like everything
back
else.
Then, though, you know,
they got to learn. I mean, shit like that had to happen in order to have the ones we have now that don't happen. So, yeah, it's some scary shit.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Write it down so I don't forget it.
What are you looking up?
The Spuyten Duvall crash or something like that. That's the one that she said.
That she was in, yeah.
Or however you say it. I just write it down, then I know it's good.
Yeah, Youper's already watching it. It's crazy.
Man, pen works good.
Is that the one you got from
Redstrom?
Shit, we're 8 o'clock. We're rolling.
Huh?
I said it's about 8 o'clock. We're rolling.
So yeah, we've been live for 3 hours.
You can't hear over there or what?
Well, I'm like, I want to make sure
I heard. Trying to do a couple things at once.
No, I wanted to make sure you weren't talking 8 people compared to, because it's 10 o'clock here, so I had to look, make sure, you know what I'm saying? You know, because you're 2 hours different from me.
You just figured that out? We've been doing this for a while. Oh, we have different secret projects.
Yeah, I know his other secret project too.
Yeah, he said it wasn't his secret project. It was one of his projects.
It was one of his projects, but he can help you so you know what he's putting into. I know what his DNA secret project is too. So
yeah.
But if you want to know what he was pairing up with his regular gene, you could too.
That's the link. A bunch of goddamn ads. What are you doing over there?
I copied that link.
Jesus Christ, it went all silent. I wasn't sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll watch that in a minute. But I'm about out, man. I'm gonna go get me some dinner. 3 hours, we're rolling. We're down to 5 people anyway. Everybody left us just now. Oh, they're probably watching that video. What's the secret?
Oh.
There's no secret.
Really? I see like 7 people in the chat.
He said, I will not tell anybody. Either way, I'm still going to get some dinner. So we got you tomorrow night, and then Friday night it's just an open or still?
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, as far as I know, it's open.
We'll just talk some YouTube stuff and talk about shorts and stuff and Speedos
shorts.
And that kind
you want to talk about shorts and Speedos?
Shorts and Speedos. I just said Speedos because I knew as soon as I said shorts that Jason was going to say something.
I got you. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be the first. If you just
I knew he had a joke ready to go. I knew he had a joke ready to go about the shorts, so I'm sure.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll get a hold of Wally. He wants to donate some stuff for the Christmas program. I think Heather's going to donate a snake. So, which would be awesome.
Nut huggers. All right, everybody. Yeah, more prizes. Cool. We'll do something. And then, did Heather ever was she going to just make up her mind on a critter or what?
Yeah, she was talking about one. She'll let me know what it is. She'll reach out if she wants to or not. So.
Right on. And our show's the 23rd, right?
Yep. Okay. So you need to make a thumbnail up.
No, why do I got to make a thumbnail?
Because I made one up for you for the last show.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, for the Halloween show?
Yeah,
that
remember?
Wasn't for me. That was for us, remember?
Okay. Can you need to make one up for us? With your fancy thumbnail maker. Yeah, your funky.
I don't know about that. I'm not a very good Christmas person. I hate Christmas.
Well, that's even better. Well, then I'll have a Grinch in it, which I think is cool. So.
Oh God, we'll see. I'll see what I come up with.
If not, then whatever. I'll make one of it. I mean, I don't want to take you away from.
You have all the capabilities of making a thumbnail. I don't know what you're yelling about.
Oh my God. I don't know. I know you're busy over there.
I'm always busy. What are you talking about? I'm always making videos, trying to make things happen. You're over there just talking about it.
I got you. I made 2 videos the other day. Remember 3? I made 3 in the last 3 weeks. That's pretty good for me. That's pretty good for me.
It is. It is pretty good. It is.
Why you gotta kick a guy when he's down?
I didn't know you was down.
Well, you hurt my feelings. You're being mean to me.
Well, because you was being to Todd earlier.
Because you're being Todd.
I don't know. I'm going to go get something to eat. It was a great
all right.
show.
We appreciate.
We are going to do an open show on Friday. We'll talk about some YouTube stuff and critter stuff and giveaway stuff and whatever. Who knows? We didn't give away a shirt tonight or a sticker tonight or nothing.
We'll do it Friday. Yeah, she said she's got one. So, yeah, cool. All right. Awesome.
All right. Take care, everybody. Stay wild. Come to Uper's show
Friday.
On
tomorrow.
Thursday.
Tomorrow.
Yes, Uper first, and then our show on Friday.
Yep.
Take care and stay wild, everybody.
All right. Later.
I'm out.